Hello, and welcome in once again to another edition of The Swarm here on the Hive Media. Sorry about our lack of episode during the week. Wrestling episode. We will be touching on the pro wrestling from last weekend here at the top, and then we will kind of transition into sports the rest of the way, as this is the normal slot for our sports show. But we got some life things. CJ is moving this weekend.
There's a box, right?
Yeah, you can kind of see the box in his corner. So he's been doing that. I had kind of a different work schedule than usual due to some trips and things of that nature. So we're going to kind of be giving you a double episode today. Where we'll touch base on the big things that happen in the wrestling world to start, and then we'll make our way and do our normal sports thing as we go into week 4 of the NFL, which obviously started last night with some controversial way to end the game and all, stuff like that, which we'll dive into in a little bit. But first and foremost, CJ, I think, obviously I don't envy you because moving is not fun.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, and probably being dead tired, how are we doing over there?
I'm alive, JPJ.
I mean, that doesn't.
The Blue Jays tried to kill me this week.
Listen, I didn't mind.
I didn't
mind.
I can't wait to miss the playoffs. Let's go Tigers.
I mean, a sweep. Listen, if you're going to get swept, but here's the thing: we would have to get swept, and the Astros would have to not lose a game.
To be fair, they do play the Angels.
Yeah, the Angels can sneak one for us. They can do one.
The good news for you is if you were in danger of getting swept, that means the Tigers obviously won the first 2 games, so they would have clinched one of the spots. So they probably will not even use Skubal Sunday.
Yeah.
Even though he's scheduled to pitch. But if they clinch, they're obviously going to start him game 1 of whatever series.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to face Skubal really in any scenario unless they lose the first 2. But at that point, that means you already clinched. So
yeah, and then we won't care. We won't be playing anybody.
You'll probably get no hit with like high school players playing against Skubal, but
I'm good with it. I don't give a shit.
Well, I'm saying,
we'll be in the playoffs, and I'll be like, all right, everything from here is gravy. Everything from here is gravy.
Exactly.
Just get the fuck in. You just got to get in. I don't expect them to do much. If we do end up playing either you or the Yankees, I like our chances better just because of the division. We know each other well. At those teams. I feel like if you end up with a division matchup in any playoff series, it doesn't matter which team had the better record a lot of the time. It's just the way it goes. We play each other more than the other. We just know each other better. But anyway, my Red Sox whipped your team's ass 2 out of 3. It was wonderful. Garrett Crochet, the War Pig, is a fucking beast, guys.
Yeah, well,
absolute
good pitchers after
animal. Well, we're gonna see the kid Kyle Harrison tonight. He's been good since he's been up. Peyton Tolley is gonna be a dominant reliever in the playoffs.
Kyle Harrison, please.
Look at.
Please.
Look at he started 1 game and he threw 6 shutout. What about Connolly Early?
He gave up 1 inning. Kyle Harrison gave 1 inning.
Yeah, Connolly Early's been good. We're chilling. We're vibing down here.
I'm glad you think so.
Yeah.
I kind of weirdly like how we're playing bad.
I mean, you don't want to play bad going in, but if you end up winning the division, which that's not a guarantee anymore. It looked like it was a week and a half ago. But if you win the division, then you'll get that bye, so you'll have time to kind of mentally.
We need Boba Fett back.
Is he coming back for the playoff? What's the deal? I didn't even know he was hurt. Jesus Christ.
You clearly knew he didn't play that series. Oh, you're saying until you played, you didn't know he was hurt?
Yeah, I didn't know he was hurt.
No, he's been out with a hamstring injury, and those are, speaking of one of our best player.
We'll talk about him. We'll talk about him.
But yeah, no, he still leads the MLB in hits, and he hasn't played in 2 weeks. That's how good he is. So
you're just gonna let him walk out the door.
I think we bring him back.
Just gonna let him walk out the door.
I think we bring him back.
I would hope. I feel like
I don't think you should hope that.
Oh, I don't care.
I don't think you should want your rivals to have good players.
But again, I don't care. I don't care.
Really?
I like our chances moving forward. The Yankees, I feel like the division is kind of lined up. The Yankees are always going to be there because they have the money to make their team good even when they stink. But I feel like the Yankee, as long as Aaron Boone is, I like how we're starting with sports, but as long as Aaron Boone is their manager, I don't take them seriously.
Yeah,
I don't take them seriously. Will they win a series against my team? Maybe, but like I just don't take them seriously. I feel like the division is lined up for the next 3 to 5 years, but I think it's really us two, and the Yankees will. It's obviously a 3-team race, but I feel like you and your team and my team are built with like there's some youth, there's some fun players, there's there's some promise looking forward. Whereas I feel like the Yankees are they're old.
And but did you see?
They're not a young team.
We beat out the Dodgers, Mets, and Yankees for international play. That was exciting.
Yeah.
Korean guy, 6'5", 18 years old, just those gas. Oh,
yeah. Please. The real guy that I want, the Red Sox need a first baseman because I think they don't want Casas anymore.
Murakami?
Oh,
yeah,
baby. I want the Red Sox to offer all the money.
They don't really sign guys, do they, like that?
Well, they signed Yoshida for too much money.
Yeah, and the one time they did, he's not great.
Hey, look at he
played good against us.
Yeah,
he still has been good though.
He hits well in the I still call it the Sky Dome. He hits well in the Sky Dome. Because he doesn't hit a lot of bombs at all, but I feel like every time we're in Toronto, he hits a bomb. Every time.
Well, we give up the most home runs in the MLB other than the Rockies. And then the Rockies, and they also play in Colorado.
But that's purely because of the stadium. It's
not hard
to hit a home run out of there. The Blue Jays?
No, the Rockies.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's the air. That's a whole bunch of shit going on down there.
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, we'll when you saw in the Gosman start, we'll give up 3 runs. Which doesn't seem that bad, but they're all home runs.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah. I slept wrong on my neck yesterday, so I can't move I have to move my whole body to look this way. It's brutal.
Yeah, we're breaking down here on the swarm.
It's brutal. But anyway, all right. Let's talk some pro wrestling.
Great pay-per-view by the World Wrestling Federation.
Wow. What are we in that fucking 1988? The World Wrestling Federation. Holy shit.
The Fed. That's what the kids call it.
Don't bring me back to the times where the product was actually good. All right. I'm kidding. I still enjoy the boys. And listen, Stephanie Vaquer and Io fucking ruled.
Io Sky is the next match, by the way.
What?
You see her next match in Japan.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
Oh,
that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. No, but listen, Io and Stephanie, tremendous. One of the best matches of the weekend in any company. But it was easily the bright spot, easily the best part of the show.
You don't like what the show kicked off with?
We'll get there. I enjoyed the mixed tag. I didn't think it was like a great match, but it was fun. Mm-hmm. It was good. It was a good return match for AJ. I thought Becky carried the match. But I thought it was good. It was fun. The Usos and the Bronze, that could have been on Raw. That felt like a Raw match to me. It did not feel like.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was fine. It happened. It was fine. I didn't think it was anything special. I like the LA Knight referee side of it, but I like that the right guys won. The Bronze won as they should have. The main event was very once you and again that's partly our fault because once we heard that was the main event, a lot of us, including us in the Hive chat, you and everybody, we were like, well, that's main eventing, so something giant has to. I convinced myself that Drew McIntyre was going to beat him for the title.
I thought that being in the main event guaranteed Drew won or The Rock was coming back or something.
Yes. So I think we automatically, once we heard that was the main event, I think we automatically thought something larger would happen. And we just got and again, I'm a Cody guy. I like Cody, but we just got a standard Cody Rhodes affair. Like Drew dominated most of the match. It looked like he was going to win. And at the end, Cody snuck in the crossroads. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
I think it ended up being a thing where ESPN is obviously sports. So the title is supposed to be the last thing.
I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with that. I guess.
I'm saying I think that's probably what happened.
But when you look at this show, though.
No, I agree.
The mixed tag would have been the only other. Listen.
Well, we know
the opening match was a fucking embarrassment.
I bet if Cena was going over, it could have been the main event. Yeah. They were not ever having that as main event with Brock winning.
No, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That opening match was dog shit. It was an embarrassment. It was a waste of John Cena. He's got 5 dates left after that match, and that's what we're doing?
Well, he has a nice one coming up.
We're running, I get it, and we'll talk about it, but we're running back the 2014 Summers. Like, what a waste of John Cena. What an absolute waste. What did that do for Brock Lesnar?
Well, it doesn't matter because John Cena's last match will be in his hometown of Boston. So
no, it won't, actually.
Oh, wait, wow.
No, because money. It won't. We're going to do it in
might
Washington.
Be another reason too.
We're going to do it in Washington, D.C., which, I'll wait. I'll reserve my right to complain
I can't wait for that match.
Who might be around during that fucking show.
Might be.
Well, I don't want to talk about it. But.
Which old pervert are you referring to? One of the other.
Literally. My thing, but honestly, what was the point of what we saw in that opening match at all? Like, what was that for?
I can tell you what the logic was, I guess. It's that Cena's written off, so he doesn't have to use any of his dates, which is why him and the AJ angle was on Twitter. And then Brock's clearly sticking around after the whole Heyman shabacle.
Okay. I still don't understand.
I don't agree with that at all. I'm just telling you that's probably why.
Yeah, maybe. I just still don't understand why. Even if that's fine. Even if you want Brock to beat him. I just don't understand. 6F5. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It was a waste of time. And I'm looking at this last year of John Cena, and it's been a fucking whiff. It's been a whiff, and he deserves better than that. You had this all-time moment with the heel turn, and then there was no follow-up whatsoever, and it was 3 months of crap. The Randy match was fine. It was good. The Punk match was good. And then he turns babyface again.
Well, the Cody match was terrific at SummerSlam.
Well, no, I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there.
I'm just letting you know.
He turned babyface SummerSlam weekend, and then we get it was brilliant. The Cody match was brilliant. The Logan Paul match was excellent. And then you give me this lump of shit. Nobody is paying to see Brock Lesnar do that. You could hear the air come out of the arena. People are paying to see John Cena play the hits. That's what they're paying. They want to see Cena play the hits. They don't want to see him play the B-side records from 10 years ago, bro. What are we doing?
I think you're severely selling the power of Brock Lesnar still to this day.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, he definitely needed the rub. That guy
No,
needed
that's not
the
what
rub.
I'm saying. I'm saying the people in the arena love Brock Lesnar.
They didn't sound like they liked that match.
It was one of those things where, like, it was just shocking. I think that's why it was quiet.
No.
JPJ, this is a crowd that sang Vince McMahon's theme song the day after the allegations came out.
Yeah, I understand.
The crowd is not exactly how we feel.
Our pal Pluggo was in the building. He was doing media for Love Wrestling. And he said that it felt like the air was sucked out. Like people
Shout out
around.
to Pluggo.
Oh, yeah. Pluggo's the man. The best.
He picked LSU to beat Ole Miss. Thank you for that.
There we go. I know you would appreciate that. The second I heard it, I was like, oh, CJ. I said CJ will be happy.
Yep. Sure.
Again, he said that it felt like all the energy in the arena was kind of taken out of it. And he said that people around him, and not just like the writer, but people around him were like, what the fuck? Like, what was that type of thing? I just, it just was bad. It was just bad. And again, I'm not even talking about the other side of Lesnar. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
I'm going to ask you, what if it was, who's a big guy, fucking Bronson Reed that did that? How would you feel?
But that would be a giant moment for Bronson Reed.
Okay, I'm just asking.
That did nothing for nobody thinks differently of Brock Lesnar. Nobody.
I agree with that.
Didn't do a fucking thing for Brock Lesnar, and it was a waste of time for. We only have 5 dates left for Cena.
I don't think it was a Brock. Brock shouldn't have been the guy that did it. I'm a sucker for that type of match and angle, though.
I don't care. I
love that.
But it was trash.
I don't know. I don't know if it was trash. It's just trash because who did it, I think.
It was brutal.
If that was Obafemi, I would have pissed my pants watching that.
But that's different, though.
I know.
Is
I'm
that-
agreeing with you. I'm saying I love how it happened, just not with who it happened with.
Oh God, it was just brutal. It was just brutal.
I
And then
love
you got
when, like, a big guy just beats the piss out of somebody.
yeah, I don't mind
Love
it.
that.
I loved it when he did it 10 years ago at SummerSlam when he squashed
Exactly, that's
Cena.
what I'm saying.
I was eating that shit up.
That's what I'm saying. If it was somebody else, the stature of Brock Lesnar size-wise, I would have loved it.
Yeah. And then you got this whole controversy that Andreas Hale, the great writer for ESPN, he writes first of all, he gave it a C, which to me was generous. Generous giving it a C.
The match of the show.
The show.
Yeah.
Generous. And so he writes an honest review and he says what I believe. He said Io and Stephanie saved the show from being one of the worst PLEs in the Paul Levesque era, which I agree with.
By the way, I don't think ESPN actually cares that he said that.
No, but WWE does.
Yeah, but they're just gonna have to shut the fuck up and deal with it.
Or make better shows. Have better shows.
I meant in general that if you're gonna put that out, you gotta shut the fuck up and deal with it.
Well, yes. But I think WWE was under the understanding they were like, hey, first ESPN show, like they're going to get
us off.
Yeah, exactly. And they didn't. And WWE, I think, was the reports are they were a little irked by that. And and Andreas Hale, even as I was at a red light driving home, I checked Twitter real quick and I saw a post from him, and it was a retweet or a quote tweet of Cultaholic that was still talking, and he goes, "It's Friday, and this is still a topic of discussion." His review that he put out Sunday night or Monday morning. Like, again, it's just...
And by the way, I think when they say WWE was irked, I think we know who we're talking about.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we know.
But regardless of that, Stephanie and Io was...
terrific.
Oh, my God. What a match.
We know how I feel about Io.
What a match. What a match. And I thought they had the right winner. I thought Stephanie winning and kind of crowning her was the right call. Couldn't go wrong either way, but I thought that was the right call. And then we move on over to Monday, and we know what Stephanie's doing because we're building to Crown Jewel and purse, so they're doing the Crown Jewel champion. So she's going to be facing the winner of the triple threat on SmackDown this week, which by the time you're watching this, we will already know who that is, either Tiffany Stratton,
by the
Nia
way,
Jax,
8 a.m.
or Jade
paper
Cargill.
here in the States.
8 a.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Beauty. Going to be done before lunch. Be done before
Terrific.
lunch. So that's what she's doing. But on the other side of things, we had some good storyline on Raw. Was pretty good this week. They definitely bounced back from the pay-per-view with the good Raw. The Io stuff throughout the night. Asuka and Kyrie are continuing their stuff with Io, not really seeing eye to eye, her and Asuka. What I did like was we saw a little bit of ink, like Asuka had left like she normally did, and before she did the Kyrie, get over here type of thing, Kyrie looked at Io and said, hey, like, Asuka's the reason why we're here. So we should be listening to Asuka because she's the reason we're here. And it was a 1-line, 2-line thing. And I thought that was exactly what was needed, was reason why Kyrie was reacting the way she was with it, like being stuck in the middle, but always going to Asuka. And I thought it was actually really, really good that they added that in there.
Yeah. I really like a lot of the things, all of like the damage control alumni, I guess I'll call them, have been doing recently. Asuka is just wonderful.
She's the best.
She's like one of easily the funniest, like just unintentionally funny people on the roster. Maybe in wrestling as a whole.
Yeah.
And then anything with Kyrie, Asuka, or Io, I'm just very much into.
Yeah. And then, Rhea has been involved, obviously, which has been a point of contention. Io and Rhea have a respect for each other, and they're pretty friendly. And Asuka is like, wow, someone just drained a huge putt for America in the Ryder Cup. Just drained a monster putt.
We love America.
We do. Well, when it's this type of stuff, I love America.
But I do have to mention, though, while we were talking about Io, her and Mayu Iwatani might have the match of the year.
Oh, it could be.
Please.
It could be.
My God.
It could be. So throughout the night, we see Rhea get involved, and her and Asuka, who have been bickering over the last couple weeks, they get at it. They announced the match. I thought it was going to be maybe in Perth at Crown Jewel or next week on Raw, and they're like, nope, it's tonight. And I was like, holy, all right, let's go. They have a match. It's a good main event. Rhea wins, and then afterwards, Asuka spits the mist, and Rhea she looked like a Smurf, for Christ. She was covered in that mist.
Yeah.
Spits the mist in her face. They start beating her down, and Kyrie starts beating her down, more importantly, listening to Asuka. Io comes out. She's telling them to stop, and Asuka turns on Io, and then Asuka tells Kyrie to hit Io, and Kyrie follows suit. So we get the heel turn, and clearly at Perth at Crown Jewel, we're going to be getting Io and Rhea versus the Kabuki Warriors. That is what this is building to, which is a really good big match, A, for the ladies, and B, for Rhea. Probably opens the show, I would think, and Rhea can kind of come out first entrance and get that moment with their home country. I love the ending segment of Raw and the heel turn, and I thought that was just a good stuff throughout the night.
Yeah, Raw was significantly better than Wrestlepalooza.
Yeah, it sure
which
was.
Is kind of embarrassing, but it's crazy when you give like women like 5 segments. What could happen? But
yeah,
what do I
never know? Yep. And then we also saw a little bit of a build towards Seth and Cody.
Yep.
They'll be fighting for the crown jewel. I kind of think Seth Rollins needs to win that one. But we'll see when we get there.
And you can always have it be some bullshit to protect Cody.
Oh, of course, yeah. He's got a group. Why not? But I think Seth Rollins should win that one. But we'll talk more about that as we get to next week, because we'll be previewing Crown Jewel, or a couple weeks from now. So
my lovely new apartment.
Yeah, that'll be nice. For you. I'll be in the same spot, chilling.
It's gonna be beautiful because I'll be done moving. That's all I care about.
It's really the worst.
Oh my god,
it's really the worst. So we'll switch gears here, and we will talk a little bit about All Out before we kind of dive into
the worst wrestling pay-per-view of the weekend. I'm just kidding.
How dare you? Listen, do I think it was AEW's strongest pay-per-view of the year? No, but I thought it was pretty damn good.
I told you I have to lean into the WWE thing that everybody says about me. So
yeah, it's true.
God, I didn't watch that garbage AEW. I don't even watch that shit.
No,
it was a joke.
Oh, all right. It was a pretty good show. I thought it opened up with, there was a pre-show and there were good matches on the pre-show, but we're not going to dive into them. But I thought the main show
it's not the pre-show. It's called the 0 Hour JBJ.
No, actually, wasn't it like the
program?
The tailgate?
The tailgate. Yeah.
The tailgate. Something. They're doing that again for next.
I don't need 3 hour pre-shows. I'm good on that. They need to stop that.
Well, they don't do 3 hours. That's
the tailgate thing.
No, it started at 2. It was an hour.
No, it was an hour, and then they did an hour on YouTube.
Yeah, but the tailgate thing started at 2.
They also need to stop. I don't like how it was the same thing, same time. I don't like that.
What do you mean?
Who the hell is going to watch the 0 Hour? Them just talking over the matches.
I'm sure people
over the matches.
I wouldn't, but
that seems insane.
Yeah,
they can take stuff from each other. AEW needs to start doing the WWE 3 hour pay per view. That would be terrific. If they could do that.
Yeah, you don't like long shows, though.
Oh, I hate it. I can't.
You don't like long
I don't
shows.
care how good it is either. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing with me is I would prefer a 3 to. I think a 4 hour show is fine. Anything over 4 hours, it's a bit long in the tooth for me. But if the show's good, I don't think about it. I'm not thinking about how long it is.
I prefer to watch Wrestlepalooza over All Out. I'm not kidding. It was 4 hours shorter.
Yeah, but it was so bad.
It doesn't. I'd rather watch a shitty show for 2.5 hours than a good one for 6.
So I mean, that's fair. But I thought
I do it. I don't know why I said I can't do it.
Yeah. I thought Copeland and Christian was a good little open to the show. The Toronto crowd going nuts. I thought the match with FTR was really, really good. Beth Copeland, the former Beth Phoenix, showing up and taking out Stokely. That was awesome. I love that. Listen, Queen of the Ring, I'm with you, girl. I still call him Edge. Edge and Christian. Them getting the win, obvious, duh. Mm-hmm. But what happened after was pretty dope.
We have to talk about how fucking dumb. And we're part of it. Well, we're not a part of the dumb part, but we're part of the IWC. How fucking dumb are people?
What do you mean?
Thinking Adam Copeland is going to WWE because he's... Oh, I mean, that might be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard, genuinely ever.
Look, if people just want to dream, all right?
But
They want one more. They want one more Edge and Cena match.
So does everybody, I guess.
His greatest rival. It's his greatest rival.
Are you fucking brain dead?
Well, speaking of, that was one of the best parts of this show. Was obviously if you go back to the Cena Logan Paul match, Cena hit the Edge spear and he was doing Edge thing, and Edge did the 5-knuckle shuffle and the attitude adjustment, which was awesome. That was great. And then the next morning on Instagram, Cena just put a picture of Edge on there, and I almost cried. I was like, oh, damn it.
Wrestling is beautiful.
I was like, it's just sometimes it's just beautiful, you know?
Real quick, what do you think your record was for All Out of the 10 matches we selected?
I think I had 3 losses, maybe?
4. This was our worst pay-per-view pick.
I will tell you this. I said live that I thought if there was going to be an upset, it would be in the 4-way, but I still went with Tony. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, that was the shock of the night.
You got Tony wrong. You got Darby wrong. MJF wrong.
I didn't pick Briscoe.
Nope. You talked about it, then you said, but I am going to go with MJF.
Damn.
And then Jet Speed as well, you got wrong.
Yeah, that's fair.
I got 4 wrong as well. I got Tony wrong, Darby wrong, MJF wrong, and I picked the Hurt Syndicate.
I did not think Moxley was going to win that. That did not make sense to me.
Nope. And then for Palooza, we both got every match right except for John. So after the weekend, I am 31-11. You're 30-12. I was 10-5. You were 10-5.
All right.
Oh, when we get into the sports one, I might stop picking games.
Yeah, I crushed your ass last week. But
wow, it was bad.
And I'm already 1-0, and you're 0-1 going into this weekend.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry, we'll get there. But I thought the Edge and Christian reunion was good. That match was good. The 4-way women's match was really solid. Chris Statlander surprising everybody and getting the win and dethroning Tony, I thought was dope.
Telling Moxley to go fuck himself yesterday.
Yeah, and then on Wednesday, she defended the title against Mina Shirakawa. And then the Death Riders appeared again, and she gave Moxley the double bird. She gave him the double bird, and then her and Harley came in. Do you think eventually she ends up in the Death Riders anyway?
Yes. Real quick, I would just like if we could calm down for a second. God bless Chris Statlander.
Oh, one of the best. One of the best. One of the best.
Some would say everybody in that 4-way. That was. Some would say that was like going to church. How blessed that match was.
Yeah, it was a great looking match.
Blessed match. So was the main event, by the way.
Main event was excellent. Almost
it's a God bless match as well. Some would say.
Yep. Oh yeah. 40 minutes of good stuff between Hangman and Fletcher. Kyle
Fletcher's he might be a 14-time world champion eventually.
Yeah. And we've talked about it at length, but like when that guy first came over, he was considered he wasn't considered to be this kind of guy. I don't think he was like, oh, they're a really good tag team and Fletcher's a young, good wrestler. And the second he got over here, Mark Davis unfortunately got hurt and he reformed himself into they used to talk about the pillars. He is one of, if not the pillar. For the next decade there. And I thought this was a wonderful showcase where they were like, here is our guy versus our future.
Right here. 26.
Yeah, he's very young. And it's like, here's our guy in Hangman against our future. And they went out there for 38 minutes and had a barn burner. And Kyle Fletcher beat the shit out of Hangman in this match.
It was one of those matches where it was very well done because the Hangman was definitely not losing, but they had me a time or two. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, oh.
Yeah, real good. It was a very good main event. Hangman gets the win at the end, as you would expect. He was the heavy favorite going into it, but tremendous stuff.
As he should have, by the way.
Yeah, but Kyle Fletcher is just incredible. Another Aussie in the wrestling world taking over.
I hate Australians.
I know. Crazy. But no, he's excellent. I thought the ladder match was a lot of fun. I will say that I thought the best overall moment on any wrestling show of the weekend happened afterwards. But I thought the match was really good at every point in that match. I thought at one point every team was going to win.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I was like, holy shit, Jet Speed's going to do it. Oh my God, they're going to give it to Hechicero and Alexander. Oh my God, Brodito. I thought every team, the Bucks are going to do it. For every team, and obviously Brodito retained. Great match. It was fun.
A lot of people won't agree with this, and I don't give a fuck. I piss people off most things I say, regardless. This might be my favorite version of the Young Bucks.
Oh, they're incredible.
They are very much like how Becky Lynch's character is. Like, it's just very like sarcastic, very over the top, but on purpose. Like, very, I don't give a fuck what's happening. Like, it's very funny.
Oh yeah, they're in a groove right now. They have been in a groove since they've kind of done this bum ass Bucks kind of thing. Shout out to SRS for coming up with that. But the bum ass Bucks, I love it. They are. I mean, people shit on the Bucks a lot, and I understand why. They're over the top. I get it, but to me, you cannot deny how fucking good they are in the ring. They just every time they do they're just the best. They're the best one of the best tag teams of all time. It's not even. They are. Are they not?
Hot take.
It's not a hot take. It's a pretty standard take. I feel like, but they're just so good. But what was really good was after this match, the Bucks are in the ring and they're kind of complaining a little bit that they lost, and we see Jack Perry jump the guardrail, get in the ring. First time we've seen him on TV in a long time.
Not long enough.
Yeah. Wow. Come on now.
I hate Jack Perry and Luchasaurus. This is if they never. And I don't mean this actually because I want them to make $1 billion and be in whatever they want to do forever. This has nothing to do with the people, obviously. If I never saw them again, I would be fine.
Wow.
Both of them.
That's ridiculous.
No interest in
it was the best moment of the weekend.
Sure. If you feel that way.
So Jack Perry returns.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks are like, "Hey, buddy, we were all friends last time we were here. What's going on, bud?" And he tells them to fuck off. Starts beating them down, and obviously the numbers game happens, and it looks like they're going to give him the BTE trigger, and he's just smiling. And the lights turn out. We see the video, and it's him digging up something in the desert. He's dragging a coffin behind his truck or the van or bus or whatever he drives. And then we kind of see a video that we saw from the last pay-per-view or that night on Dynamite where Luchasaurus returned, and we find out that Jack Perry was the one that revived Luchasaurus. And then the lights come on, and Luchasaurus is standing behind. He's still kill switch at this point, mind you. And he's standing behind the Young Bucks. He takes them out. And it's just them two in the ring. The crowd is going bananas. I'm losing my mind on the watch along with Peggy. Peggy's crying. This is what's happening. I'm like, holy shit. Because, and then Jack Perry points to his weight belt that says kill switch, and kill switch takes it off, and he throws it into the crowd. They hug, and then the music comes back on, Jurassic Express, and they are back together. The crowd was singing and dancing. Peggy was crying.
About them.
Oh, it was tremendous. What a time. Man, what a moment. That's a good tag team to throw right back into the tag team.
Good tag team. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean.
It's an interesting opinion.
Day ones, bro.
Well, it doesn't mean anything. Marco Stunt was day one. Let's bring him back too.
Pluggo would like that a lot. He's Pluggo's favorite wrestler.
Marco Stunt is better than both of these guys, by the way.
I mean, I would put him on the same level. I happen to think Jack Perry is quite good.
I have no interest in this dinosaur bullshit. Zero. Okay. Maybe less than zero.
Well, some of us like to have fun, CJ.
I like to have fun.
Some of us like to have fun.
I like awful wrestling and stupid gimmicks.
But it's not. But the wrestling actually isn't awful. They're both.
No. I didn't say good. That. I'm saying I like to have fun because I like dumb shit, but not this. It's
why
just, though? What is they? Neither one can cut a promo. Okay. I'm a big on weekly shows. I'm a big promo over match guy.
Yeah,
I need like two matches on my weekly shows. And I'm fine with it.
But that's not what AEW is about.
I didn't say it was. I'm allowed to not like it.
Yeah.
The people in AEW I like are like perceived to be not the greatest wrestlers.
That's fair.
MJF is like by far the most entertaining thing in AEW.
Yeah, but MJF is one of the best wrestlers in the world.
But he wasn't when he first started. He was a promo guy over a wrestling guy. Even if the wrestling wasn't bad, but the promo was just better than the wrestling.
Yeah, but you can make an argument his promo is better than his wrestling still, but he's still like a top 10 guy.
Yeah, but I'm a big promo over wrestling guy for weekly TV.
See, that's the WWE poison that's been in you.
Well, it's not.
It's been injected in your veins.
I'm a WWE homer. What's that hat with the stand up for WWE?
With the where you holding the flag.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a WWE flag for the next episode. Put on my background.
But that's why I like both, because WWE centers you're getting more promos than matches.
I love that.
Or segments backstage, than matches on your typical WWE TV show. Whereas AEW, you still get the promos and the backstage, but the emphasis is more on the wrestling. To me, I've always felt like AEW presents a wrestling show, WWE presents an entertainment show involving wrestling.
Well, do you remember who my favorite wrestler ever is?
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. Okay, there's my example.
Yeah, but Bray Wyatt was special, though. He was a different...
But that's my point. It's easily character over wrestling, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Bray Wyatt is like one of one with character. Like, you can make an argument...
he wasn't like a horrendous wrestler either.
No, he was more than fine.
He was perfectly fine,
yeah.
But that's what I want in my wrestler right there.
I'm trying to think of like a guy that was all promo. All promo.
Mr. Kennedy.
I wasn't around for a lot of his wrestling, though. I wasn't around.
Yeah, he wasn't
that
a
was
great
when
wrestler.
I was kind of dipped out. I was kind of dipped out at that time.
The Miz, when he first came,
The Miz was awful in all aspects.
Yeah, but when he first started gaining traction.
Yeah, but this is why I respect the shit out of the Miz.
Because he fucking sucks.
Because he was terrible.
Yeah, when he wore those like capri pants.
Oh, and he had the faux hawk.
Yes,
he was
wore
so bad.
Boots with capri pants.
Yes,
what
he
the
was
hell?
so bad. And then he turned into a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
No question. Incredible.
One of the best IC champions ever.
Like
his promos certainly came along faster than his wrestling did.
For sure.
That's I like that. That's just, again, wrestling. This is why we can have this show. We can like different things, but not like, you fucking pussy, I hope you die. Yeah. This is why wrestling is subjective, and people, AEW and WWE stands. If you're a stan of either company, you're very fucking weird.
Yes.
This is why you need to be able to understand wrestling is subjective. You can actually, this is crazy, be friends with somebody and talk to them regularly and not like enjoy the same wrestling necessarily.
Yeah.
And not hope like each other's like wives die and stuff. It's really,
why do you always gotta take crazy. It? Why can't you just say
what?
You always just take it to the most morose shit of all time.
I'm just a negative guy.
Apparently.
What can I say? But according to I'm the biggest homer ever. So
you're always talking about people dying all the time.
Listen,
Jesus,
you got to get through it somewhere, right?
I guess you got to get through something. That's what you always go. You wish someone. It's not like you wish somebody breaks their leg.
Or that's worse than dying easily.
What? That
you can die not painfully.
Oh my god. Yeah, when you're fucking 90.
I mean, people die at 20.
No shit.
So,
Jesus.
I'm 90, please. I'm not making it to 50.
Oh, I'm already past halfway. But we'll get there. We're doing fine. I
don't want anybody to die, by the way.
No. The tables and tax match between MJF and Briscoe was fucking wild.
That was terrific. Yeah.
Wild time. And Mark Briscoe winning was the right fucking call. The right call. He needed it. He needed that win, I think.
But why? What is he gonna do?
He's gonna move up towards the main. Like he's gonna. I think Mark Briscoe, the way they've presented him, like with his kind of more serious side of him talking about his brother and stuff. I think that he is a main event player.
That's different than.
But I think MJF is the one who got that out of him, and I think MJF doesn't lose at AEW pay-per-views. So for him to lose to Briscoe. And I know he's going to film a movie, and he's like, there's reason for it. But for him Mark Briscoe matters a lot more now by beating MJF.
If he won the world title, I would never watch the company again.
That's ridiculous. He's one of the best wrestlers. Why not?
WWE. I mean, AEW champion.
Why not?
Why? What is he?
He's one of the best wrestlers in the company.
Okay. Sure. Best
He is.
wrestlers
Yeah.
in this environment, not like an actual wrestler.
He's had bangers with a lot of people. I have not. I don't remember the last time Briscoe has.
When did Mark
wrestled on
Briscoe have a quote unquote banger that wasn't a hardcore type match?
a couple weeks? Like I have to look at his cage.
See, you
like,
can't name one. That's my point.
No, Briscoe is consistently good on the show. That tells me that you don't watch the product.
I mean, we talk about it every week, and I tell you what happens, and I know what's happening. So how is that even possible?
Because
I
Briscoe
just figured it out somehow.
Because Briscoe has really great matches. He was in the
He doesn't have
Continental.
great matches if it's not a hardcore match. No, he doesn't.
I disagree.
He's not bad, but
I mean, he's definitely not bad at all. Actually,
he can't have a quote unquote banger match that isn't all this nefarious activity.
I would disagree. How you get frustrated with some of my sports things, that is how I feel.
Well, it's
about
just
that.
inconsistent. At least I'm consistent with my takes.
Yeah, but if they're wrong, though,
it's not wrong. Wrestling is objective. You cannot be wrong about a wrestling opinion.
oh, that's not true.
What's something you can be wrong about in wrestling?
Oh, I don't know.
Hold on.
I'd have to be in the moment.
Let me preface this with actual wrestling stuff. If you're like, hey, I hope Brock Lesnar never loses a match again, you're wrong about that. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, like if you're just strictly talking about what's happening on screen, I mean, you can't be wrong.
Well, I mean, look at it. It's your opinion, but I can vehemently think that your opinion is stupid and wrong.
Well, correct. You can think anything, but
I can be like, what are we talking about? You know?
I don't know if I ever need to see Mark Briscoe in a title match, world title match.
Yeah, that's fine. I happen to love that man. So.
I have to have some believability. I understand you have to suspend, disbelief for a little bit in wrestling in any aspect. I have to have slight believability. Yeah, that's why, even though Bray Wyatt's my favorite ever, I hated the supernatural stuff. The Fiend stuff at least made sense, because you can think of there have legitimately been serial killers that change how they look and they kill people.
Yeah.
So the Fiend stuff was a little bit of realism because people have split personalities. I hated the supernatural, what was that match with Braun Strowman, a swamp match or some shit?
Oh yeah. Well, you didn't like the LA Knight Lights Out match?
I thought that was maybe the worst thing I ever watched in my life.
It's his last match, by the way.
Well, that doesn't mean it was good.
I know, but that's awful.
I was at his return promo and I cried like a 3-year-old.
Oh, it was tremendous.
It was in New Orleans, so that's basically his home. He's from Louisiana. Oh, I was absolutely inconsolable.
For the record, I will say, and I know it's not going to change your opinion. That's fine. But in this calendar year, Mark Briscoe has had a classic with Konosuke Takeshita on Dynamite.
I mean, to be fair, I think I could do that.
Okay, but I'm just saying that was not a hardcore match. 18 minutes of brilliance with Takeshita from Collision. Him and MJF had a non-hardcore match to main event Dynamite that was also excellent. He had a really good match. He had a really good match with Ricochet as well. That was not a hardcore match.
Ricochet does have good matches.
Mark Briscoe and Claudio had a banger.
Claudio's one of the best wrestlers in the world.
He had a match with Okada that was very, very good.
You're literally naming the best wrestlers in the history of the company.
But you said Mark Briscoe can't have bangers.
Okay.
So you say that Mark Briscoe can't have bangers unless it's a hardcore match. But now when I'm giving you 6 or 7 bangers, you're like,
wrestlers in the sport.
Yeah, look who he's wrestling. So now we're moving the goalposts to he can't have bangers that aren't hardcore matches, but with not top wrestlers.
He can't. Okay, this is, since we're a sports show and this is the sports show technically, it's just almost a case of can he lead? He can't lead his own team.
Okay, but I think there's a story to tell with underdog Mark Briscoe fighting his. I think there's a story to tell about him. I'm not saying he wins the title, but is it 100% believable of him challenging for the world title? The way he's been presented.
Yeah, anybody can do an open challenge, and I can challenge for it.
But the way he has been presented in AEW on a regular basis, he has been presented. The crowd fucking loves him. He's been presented as that level of guy.
The crowd loves him because he's relatable. He owns a fucking chicken farm. He had a horrible personal tragedy, and he's the underdog guy. Everybody loves that.
Yeah, and he's also awesome.
I mean, no one loves his a personal tragedy, obviously, and people can relate to that. People have tough things,
of course.
But that's why people love him. I'm not saying people don't love him, and there's obviously a place for him. I'm not saying he should not be in the show, and I don't mind an underdog win like this over a guy that, like you said, never loses unless it's a world title match. But I can if he like beat Hangman Page, yeah, that might be it.
Well, I don't think it would be Hangman.
I
don't think it would be Hangman that he would beat, but
it would have to be in like a Hangman again. God, see, this is I'm not gonna say he's gonna die. So there you go. Hangman gets hurt.
Though.
He breaks his leg.
Yeah,
no, I was prefacing it. Because I was saying I don't want him to break his leg, obviously. But then they sometimes do like a battle royal to determine the new champion. Yeah. If he won something like that, I'd be fine with it. But then he better lose it like within a week.
You're crazy.
Absolutely no shot.
The disrespect, really. The disrespect.
I said I love him, and there's a place for him on the show.
The disrespect.
You don't think there's levels of people that should never win world titles? You think anybody should win a world title?
No, but I don't think Briscoe is anybody. So I don't look at him as like just another guy type of guy.
Who's the guy or girl, I guess? Who do you think people like that should not ever be in the world title picture?
In the world title picture or win it?
Win it. But people feel that way about maybe they should. That you're like, I don't see it. And either it could be WWE.
I mean, I felt that. I'm going to be honest with you, and everyone's going to hate me, but I felt that way about Rey Mysterio.
Why? Can you tell me why?
Yeah, because he was small as hell.
Okay, so then you agree with Jim Cornette when he says certain things?
No.
Why?
I mean, I might agree with him if he said that.
No, I don't mean fucking please, personally, obviously.
No, my thing was, to me...
Did you see what he said about Mercedes?
No.
He said basically she's and by the way, Jim Cornette can fucking fuck off for again. Don't want him to die. See, I'm gonna be positive now. I don't want Jim Cornette to die. There you go. But Stevie Richards is someone I really respect, and I do watch his podcast. Yeah. He agreed with it. He said Mercedes has regressed since WWE. Again, that doesn't mean you're bad. Like overrated doesn't mean bad by any means. And she kind of wrestles small.
Well,
if that makes sense. But okay, exactly. That's their point.
I would disagree that she's regressed. I
think she can go from a 9 to an 8. That's still technically regression.
Yeah, but I feel like they're just different styles. She's not having WWE matches anymore, so they're just different style of matches. So it's to me, if you look at, I thought the match with Rio from this show was actually better than I thought it was going to be, but I don't think it was her best match. But you look at the matches she's had with the match with Tony was unbelievable. The Statlander matches, she's putting on really, really good matches every time she's out there.
What about like the girl she fought? Like we said, do you think so? Rio certainly should never have beaten Nyla Rose, right? I'm sorry. That is so unbelievable to me.
Yeah, I mean, look, and there's a certain thing. Again, I'm not Gail Kim over here and whatever she's been. I disagree. Like again, I think it's wrestling, guys. Like again, I just said that at the time I didn't think that Rey Mysterio should have won the world title.
Rey Mysterio should not have beat. It's unbelievable that he could beat the Great Khali in the Big Show.
That bothered me. It's like that guy should not be like you can be.
Isn't faster, that the equivalent of Rio and Nyla?
But again, one of the all-time pinnacle stories you hear as a child is David and Goliath.
I don't give a shit.
I know, but I'm saying it's like one of the it's one of the tales or fables of. So like that's again. I look at wrestling differently because I look at wrestling and I go, for 20 years before things got more realistic, WWE expected you to think that the Undertaker was literally like a zombie guy, like a dead guy.
I think I believed it as a kid, probably.
I definitely believed it as a kid. So am I supposed to then not believe in that world when we are still that this little girl could beat this bigger girl?
There's obviously you're Red Sox. Dustin Pedroia is 5'2" and won an MVP in World Series. But this is my point, though. This is why people are going to say, "Whoa, so little people can't play sports." Well, that's not the same thing. Like Rio in a fight would never beat Nyla Rose if we're just on the street fighting.
I would agree.
0 times out of 100. 0. There is such a discrepancy certain times that is so unbelievable for me. Rey Mysterio would never beat the Big Show in a fight.
No, he would never beat Brock Lesnar in a fight.
Oh, fuck that guy. I don't know who beats Brock Lesnar in a fight, by the way.
Nobody.
In wrestling, anyway.
Yeah, and I understand that, and I don't necessarily disagree with it, but I'm saying the suspension of belief that you need to watch pro wrestling. And again, it's a lot more. It's a lot more realistic. This realistic is not the right word, but it's a lot different. When I was watching wrestling in the 90s, they had like fucking dumpster men. They had like trash men.
Everybody was a worker. Repo man.
It was different.
Dentist.
IRS. They had the big boss man was a cop. Like it was just a different thing. Now we got people. Seth Rollins is just a guy. He plays different characters, but Seth Rollins is just a normal dude who's playing. So it's.
Yeah, we see him tweet about the Bears and post a picture of his kid.
Roman Reigns is a guy who's playing the tribal. So it's different. It's different. It's just there's not a ton of gimmick. Bray Wyatt was really one of
like the last gimmicks, like straight up. They didn't even tweet in character. Didn't post pictures.
Yeah, there are still gimmicks. Like I feel like Gunther is a gimmick,
but he still posts pictures with his wife. And
yes, but he's a normal guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like there's not. He doesn't come out wearing a ridiculous outfit and talking, and he talks in his normal accent. He doesn't.
Gunther comes out on Raw Monday wearing a dentist outfit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a different time. But with that being said, it's like I don't know.
I have to have belief at least in the match. When I look at, I'll just keep because it's the most glaring example, and she was just in the match we talked about. Well, if I see Rio and Nyla Rose standing in the ring, I'm like, there is no fucking way you can convince me that girl's winning. It has nothing to do with the character. Nyla Rose could be a fucking princess fairy, and Rio could be a serial killer as their gimmick. I'm still not going to believe it.
There you go again, the serial killer. You see.
But I mean, like, she can be the most horrific gimmick, and she can be like the most dainty gimmick. It has nothing to do with her gimmick. Once they step in the ring, I have to at least believe that person can win the match. Okay, like Mark Briscoe. I don't think he should ever win a world title, but that guy I think could beat up Hangman Page. Yeah, I think he probably would beat up Hangman Page in a real fight. But that's my point. Even though I don't believe in his character, I don't think he has much of a character. I don't necessarily think he's the best anything. If he beat up Hangman Page, it's not unbelievable to me.
That's fair.
Rio beating up Nyla Rose is there's no way I could believe that would happen.
Yeah,
and that ruins it for me.
That's fine. In the moment, I didn't have an issue with it. I was just like, all right.
I wasn't offended by it. But.
Yeah, but I didn't know much about again. Like I was just like,
By the way, can we get Nyla Rose on TV at some point?
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Shout out to Nyla. Love Nyla. Yeah. She, by the way, was speaking of like Asuka and stuff. Nyla Rose might be the funniest person in wrestling.
Yes, and if she comes back on TV, they need her to be. They need to let her be that character.
Yes.
Like let her lean into.
But like when the match starts, she just beats the fucking piss out of people.
Yeah, I love.
Just hilarious out of the ring.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I didn't think Moxley was going to beat Darby. That was kind of a shock. But we saw the return of Pac, who was wearing clothes and had a haircut.
People thought it was like Wade Barrett and shit.
Well, the haircut threw everyone off. Yeah. I actually like it though. I like that.
I 100% did not know it was him right away. I was like, wait,
no. I was like, who's that?
I was like,
oh damn, he looks different. And then he's wearing clothes now. He usually just walks back with no clothes. So, but good.
Went to the store for once.
Yeah. Good to see him back in that stuff. So hopefully he can stick around. He's one of the best.
Pac is this tiny guy I could believe will beat the shit out of most people.
Yeah, because he's huge.
But he's like 5'6".
But he's fucking jacked.
But that's my point. Like you can still be little and have a certain aesthetic to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what I need in a short person.
That's fair.
Is it weird I can believe Rey Mysterio nowadays could beat up people, but not back then?
Yeah, because I think the normal wrestler now is smaller.
Yeah, and he's also a little bit more like when he was like Rey Mysterio, when he went by Junior, like in WCW, he was skinny as shit,
tiny. But he was only in the cruise. I guess that was my problem. And I get it. And now I'm older and I get emotions a little. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
To me, in real time, I was like, they're just doing this because of Eddie. Like this is the only and I get it. And now I look at it differently. But in real time, I was like. There's no I understood, but I was like, that's a fucking there's no consolation. You fucking come on. What are we doing? And that's how I felt. Yeah. That's how I felt. And I was just like, and I'm gonna be honest, and everyone's gonna hate me for it. And it's not because of even I like Bray's one of the all-time greats. First bout, like no question, one of the all-time greats.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the reasons why I dipped out. It was one of the reasons why I dipped out when he won the world title.
Oh, I think that's a little crazy.
I was like, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I have no interest in that.
Eventually, he was gonna have to. If they never made him lose, he was gonna have to win the world title at some point.
And I would have been okay with that, but I just in real time, I was like, "This is too no."
Vince McMahon, for several reasons, but for this one, this is me being what you said earlier, but too bad. You could convince me he should be killed for doing the Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt Hell in a Cell thing.
I mean, I thought Goldberg beating the Fiend was worse.
It was horrific, but at least I had a fucking finish to it. At least that made sense. Goldberg pinned him. This one made no sense. It's a Hell in a Cell match and you call it DQ.
It's not ideal.
I mean, again, for several reasons, he should be in prison, but
he should be in prison for that. I would say. I don't think we can
you
legally
think certain
say.
People
I don't think we can legally say on air that someone should be that. We could probably get in trouble. So
people get the death penalty.
Yeah,
that's legal.
But
you don't think some of the stuff he done might deserve that?
Oh, of course.
Okay then. All right, I'll say it like that. He should maybe get the death. He should be considered for the death penalty.
I'm surprised Josh hasn't talked to you yet.
Because
you're crazy.
Oh, yeah, and you're not. You're very normal.
But I don't say things like that.
Not on air.
Exactly.
Shout out to the death penalty.
Listen. I don't. It depends. Case by case for me. Case by case. But so. Yeah, and I think the only other match we didn't talk about was the trios match, which I picked Ricochet. I thought Ricochet and that group needed a big win. I thought Ricochet would pin MVP, and that was the proper way to do it, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, I thought that was fine. I thought the match was okay. But I thought that was a match that group with Ricochet, they call themselves the Demand now. The Demand is their name. Yeah, I thought it was a much needed win for them. I thought that was
Why
fun.
isn't Khan in the title picture?
Because they're a tag team.
I don't care. He should be in the title picture.
All right. Maybe down the line.
He's a specimen of a human being.
He's a very well.
I shouldn't even say human being. I don't know what he is. He's not a human being.
The other guy totally he had a banger match with Bobby Lashley last week on Dynamite. Mm-hmm. That was unbelievable. I was like,
how do you feel about the guys wrestling without shoes?
I don't have a problem with it if it fits the character.
Yeah. I feel like it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't understand how anybody actually does it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I would be like, I'm going to hurt myself.
Right. Especially with this tax everywhere and all these damn matches before and after them.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah.
I would have been making, because that match went after the tax match.
Yes.
If I was anybody in that match, I would have went up to Tony Khan and I said, if I fucking land 100%. On a straight tack, I am punching you in the face.
And then suing you, by the way.
I'm punching you in the face or very hard in the shoulder. If I come back here, if I take a body slam or I do anything out there and the fucking random tack ends up in my side, I'm coming back here and I'm slapping you.
By the way, JPJ's promoting violence after yelling at me, just so everybody's
slapping you. That's what I would say.
Innocent man getting beat up is what JPJ's promoting here. But I can't promote a criminal getting the death penalty. That's okay.
Let's listen. Anyway.
How bad do you think attack hurts, by the way? Has to be horrific, right?
It's probably the only thing that I would not do.
You take an unprotected. I think we talked about it. You take an unprotected chair shot to that.
Yep.
Over a tack.
Yes. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's a little crazy.
Well, one tack. All right, I'll do one tack.
Well, how many tacks do you need to get before the chair shot becomes over it?
I mean, not a lot. Way 5. Less than 1,000. Listen. It depends.
Depends where, right?
You're body slamming me into it? What are you doing with me?
You have to go like prime solo, prime Matt Riddle, no tape even on the feet. Step on him.
No. I will take the chair shot, not even one.
You have to take like a real Mick Foley chair shot to the fucking skull piece.
He took 1,000,000 of them and he's fine. He can still talk. I'm fine. I'll take one.
Still talk? Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah.
That's your quote. As long as you can speak, you're good.
But he's fine. He's fine.
I don't know if he's fine.
Cognitively, he is in some of the best shape out of all these guys.
To be honest, he definitely has some sort of brain trauma, JPJ. Let's not act crazy here. It's not that insane.
But yeah, I would take listen, first of all, I would take a chair shot I would take a kendo stick, I would take a chair shot. I would take
kendo sticks to the back. I don't know.
That's fine. Over attack?
You know what I want to do when the MJF Cody they did the lashings? That was like uncomfortable to watch. after a while.
That was one of the best segments in the history of the
It
company.
was wonderful, but it was starting to be like, okay, now that definitely hurts really badly.
Oh, Cody took it.
Cody had to have gone
took
like a nice little bonus for that shit, huh? For that segment.
Cody was doing wild shit. He was getting fucking like
doing backflips off the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, he did a moonsault off the fucking cage.
Flaming
tables and shit. Cody was doing all sorts of stuff to try to
that was his that was like his Perk Angle era.
He was going nuts. But Kurt Angle doesn't like that nickname anymore, bro.
Yeah, I know he doesn't.
The fuck, bro?
I wonder why. I would embrace it.
What do you mean? Wonder why?
Because if he popped the perk, who gives a shit?
Because that was a bad time in his life.
He probably made the most money he's ever made in his life.
Okay, but money isn't everything, bro.
Oh, it is. It absolutely is.
No, it's not.
I would trade anything and anyone in my life for money.
Well, listen, you're
not just any money, but see, I'm usually kind of insane, but this is when I don't sleep and have done nothing but pack for 6 straight days. This is what happens.
You are something else. Else.
It's part of my
Let
charm.
me tell you, there is a saying that's lasted my whole life that is money. Now, don't get me wrong. In today's world, money does.
You'll fucking sell your ass for some money, JPJ.
Yeah, I would sell my ass. I wouldn't be like, hey, I don't want to see anybody I care about ever again.
Well, it depends who and how much money.
But if you're
what if it's a distant cousin and you don't even know like their middle name?
Yeah, then you can do that. That's how I live now for free.
Who's like on the untouchable list?
The people that.
That's crazy. I got 4 people that I would consider maybe untouchable.
Yeah, no, my circle is bigger than that.
My circle's bigger too, but not that I actually care about.
Well, that says a lot about you. That says a lot about you.
I don't like a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of people either. But the people I like, they're coming with me. If first of all, if they were like, hey, you just won fucking $100 million, I'm calling everybody in my circle and I'm saying, I'm getting out of here. If you want to come with me, you can come with me. If you don't, cool. You come visit whenever you want. But I'm out of here.
They're not knowing where the fuck I'm at.
Yeah, no. See, but I got.
You can't tell everybody where you're at if you're that much.
Not everybody. I'm saying my circle.
How many people, if you had to guess? Well, you don't have to actually think, but just.
There would be over a dozen. There'd be over a dozen.
That is pure insanity.
I live in a very tight knit family, though. My family's legit, so I have like my family. And then I have like my 4 or 5 close friends.
Well, I would say my circle's bigger than 4, but if you're talking about that I wouldn't even consider a financial partner for, it's 4.
Yeah, no, see, I have higher than that. But again, I don't know how big your family is compared to mine. I don't know certain things.
There's a lot of drama in my family.
Yeah, see, my family, knock on wood, both sides of my family got along together. There was no drama. I witnessed my grandmothers hugging and kissing each other on the cheek, and I was like, I looked around and went, I don't know, is this a normal thing? You know? Yeah. I was like, look at this shit.
It certainly is not normal.
They didn't do that when the families didn't get together when my grandfathers were around. Not because they didn't like each other. They went to things in there, but they were both I was younger when they passed.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't. So the family stayed separated besides big events when they were both alive. But once they both died, it was just Thanksgiving was everybody. It was a wild time until the cousins started having kids of their own. And then it kind of broke apart to like
not like
different. There's too much going on.
There's too much stuff. Too many people.
Too much going on. But when we were like that initial family, while we were all young and like not adults and having families of our own and stuff, my Nana and my Grammy would get there and they would say hello to each other and they'd hug and I'd be like, this is fucking insane. And I was even like a young kid looking and be like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
they're like the keys of this whole thing, That's wild.
The grandmothers run every family, let's be honest. Please.
They're the queens.
Her grandmother is on her way right now and it's just the tone changes when she walks in the door, let's just say.
1,000%.
She's like, you do this. I'm like, okay, my bad. I apologize.
Yeah. And on my mom's side of the family, the ladies live long over there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is.
The little old ladies always live way longer than the guys in the family.
Yeah. So all the dudes on both sides of my family have cropped. I don't even think any of them made 70.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't think any of them even made 70.
Mm.
My Uncle Phil might have made 70.
Shout out to Phil.
70s, yeah. But like, so he might have made it, but all the rest of them, no. And then
just
the ladies,
like it was like a disease or
just heart stuff. Couple. My father passed away with cancer, so that was kind of obviously not great. But like, but on the mom's side, My grandmother, mid-90s.
Jesus.
When I was younger, my grandmother was my grandmother. She, but then we had my great-grandmother lived to be 99.
Oh, like, come on. At some point, you just got to give her the extra year, right?
90.
Come
I know. Like, you got to make it. But
Come
90, she was like 98, 99. I think she was 99. And we were so little that we couldn't say great-grandmother. So we literally called her the other Nana. Think about that. Think about that. It was Nana and then the other Nana.
See, at some point, though, we got to look upstairs and be like, you couldn't have gave her a few more months. Like, come on.
Get to 100.
Come
All
on.
right.
Have some respect here, God.
Let's talk some sports, huh? This is where
I get positive. The sports conversation.
That was family hour. That was the family hour with JPJ and.
We'll do a family ranking list coming soon.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about baseball at the top of the show. We got that going on. You guys already clinched a playoff berth, but you're trying to see what's going on in the division. You and
first
the Yankees.
team to clinch a playoff berth in the AL.
Yep. The Red Sox magic number is 1, so we just got to either win or the Astros need to lose, and we are good to go. So things are looking in our favor.
God.
There.
Imagine the Yankees don't win the division and the Astros miss the playoffs. That is the world healing right there.
What a time! What a time to be alive. The Ryder Cup is happening as we speak. It's day 1 of the Ryder Cup. Right now, Europe is leading 3-1, but we have some matchups going on right now that look like they could potentially change that score a little bit.
Real quick on baseball, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
We do have to have a discussion about the team you're playing. 16.5 game lead.
Yeah, it's bad. It's one of the all-time great.
To start September.
Yeah, it's one of the all-time great collapses. One of the all-time great collapses.
What is going on there?
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I watch a lot of Detroit Tigers baseball, but I know the first 2 months of the year, they were without question the best team in the league. Like, far and away.
Yes.
Far and away.
That is a 10.5 to start the month.
Did they make any moves they made a move for Charlie Morton at the day, and they DFA'd him.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, so they didn't even make a lot of moves. Would have they been banged up, injured? I don't really know what's going on.
Not their main guys, at least.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
That is. I'll tell you, if that happened like the Red Sox or something, JPJ might not be here today.
I mean, it has happened in my lifetime. 2011, chicken and beer does exist.
It wasn't 10.5 to start the month, wasn't it? It was like 7.
It was. We were up by a lot. We were up by
16.5 in August, though, is absolutely pure insanity.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's like, man. That's
like almost impossible.
Yeah, it's very bad. All right. College football minute.
Yeah, and then we'll get into the guy who is statistically a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Anyway, LSU plays Ole Miss this week. We don't say the M letter, and I just said it, I guess. So never mind.
Wow.
But shout out to Whit Weeks, who's banging Lane Kiffin's daughter. They went public with that. Someone fucked up there. You have to be pissed if you're Lane Kiffin at your daughter, no?
What?
Lane Kiffin, the coach of Ole Miss.
Yeah, his daughter's dating the middle linebacker. For
LSU, she went public with a relationship the day of the week started. Of Ole Miss LSU week. Is that weirdly Lane Kiffin trying to play in Whit Weeks' head, do you think? Because it also came out that they have a reality show coming out, the Kiffin family.
Oh, well, so I'm sure. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
But why would you publicly put out, hey, my daughter's banging some guy on the team I'm about to play?
I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, fuck Ole Miss. I hate them more than Alabama.
Are they your main rival?
Yes. For me specifically as well. Yeah, LSU fans would probably say Ole Miss is one.
Why? You're not even the same damn fucking state.
Neither is Alabama.
Yeah, I guess. Ole Miss usually, they're not that great, though. Why would you hate Ole Miss?
They're always good now. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but they don't seem like they're a second-tier team to me. They're not winning no championships.
Yeah, I still hate. College is different though. You don't necessarily hate people because they're good. You just hate them because you hate them. If in a year that we were asked, we won 6 games in 2020. Alabama still talked to us like they won the national championship when they beat us. It's just how it is. But yeah, fuck Ole Miss, and I fuck the SEC or ESPN. Whoever made this at 2:00. This game should be a night game every year.
Well, there is a big night. There's a 3 versus 6 at night.
There's two. Penn State both the big game. Georgia, Alabama, and Penn State, Oregon are both at 6:30.
Yeah, the Georgia Alabama game lost its luster though.
Alabama's gonna win that game.
You think so? Don't they stink?
I mean, they lost to Florida State, but I think we're going to end up finding out that Florida State's like a top 5 team at the end of the year. So I think that loss ain't going to mean, like, it ain't look as bad as it did when it first happened.
Yeah.
That's also just maybe me having my head beaten by Alabama for so many years that I just have PTSD from playing them.
It's fair.
Kind of like people like will just pick the Patriots like the last 3 years, like just because of the Patriots, even though like they were dog shit the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that. But yeah, big game for us. 4 versus 10. Fuck Ole Miss. Thank you. And I will be in a house full of this week of people from the state of Mississippi.
Ooh, that might be worse than the actually Ole Miss.
Yeah, it's much. Yes, it is.
All right, well, fair enough. Oh, Scotty Scheffler. Oh my God, he just almost hold it. Wow, what a shot.
He's a half decent golfer.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
He's
got a good handicap,
up and coming.
I've heard. Yeah,
one day he'll be good.
You know, maybe he'll get the rub like Brock Lesnar did.
Oh,
lose here.
Damn, kick that bitch open.
Hey man, what's up, dude?
He kicked that bitch ass door.
Yep. You wanna come up?
What does he think about Scotty? He thinks he's all right.
Oh yeah, he loves Scheffler.
Okay.
He likes Washington. Where the hell did you go, dude? Coming up? Whatever, dude. All right, let's talk some.
How does he think? What does he think about Drake May? If you had to ask him, what do you think?
Listen, I think Drake May has played.
What do you think Lou thinks about him?
Oh, he's look at we're pro. Oh, there he is. That's what he thinks about him. Hey, Lou, what do you think about Drake May?
Best quarterback in the league. Wow, thanks, Lou. I agree.
Yeah, bub. Oh, yeah, bub. So here's my thing. We're gonna start with the Patriots.
Well, yeah, you can go, but my 2 off-season points. I mean, I couldn't have been any more right about these 2 guys.
I will give you. Will Campbell has played very good.
Unbelievable. I didn't know it was that good either. Shit.
I'm very impressed with Will Campbell.
A top 7 tackle in the league already, JPJ? Come on, please.
I'm very impressed with him so far. Now, with that being said,
it's moving down there.
We've played some dog shit teams.
We have played good pass rushers. I don't care.
That is fair. No, that is fair.
I don't care about the. You can say the Patriots suck, Drake May sucks right now, but when it comes, we have played. But I'm saying Max Crosby. Who the Dolphins have? Bradley Chubb. Who else do they have? There's someone else. Jalen Phillips. They have Zach Seiler, the D tackle.
No, he's played. He's been excellent. He's been
Max Crosby, good. Obviously.
My thing with Will Campbell is the last 2 games in particular. You haven't heard his name, and for an offensive lineman, if you don't hear his name, that's a good thing.
Tackle and cornerback, you never want to hear their names.
Yes. Well, we haven't heard our cornerback's name all year, but we'll get to that.
We have a lot, but not for playing football. Exactly. We've heard about him a lot, actually.
Yeah, no. Will Campbell has been good. Drake May, the last 2 weeks, has been the game in Miami was his best game as a pro. No question.
Yes, correct.
Last week, he was good again.
The fumble was pretty nasty.
Dumbass fumble.
Here's the thing, though.
Fumble. He's
had 1 egregious mistake in 3 games. If you tell me I get 1 every 3 games, please stop. I will sign up and give a month's salary to that. Please sign me the hell up. And so far, that's what we can go off of. He had a pick against the Raiders, but it wasn't like an egregious like last year Drake May pick. It was just people throw picks. Who gives a fuck? But 1 egregious mistake every. So what is that? 4 a year? Okay, 5 a year. Fine with that. And every stat, he's a top 7 quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah, look at he's been in the last 2 games. He's been very, very good. He's been very, very good the last 2 games. Again, the stat that I care about the most is wins and losses, and unfortunately,
we have to have a discussion about why we lost last game.
Because we had 5 fucking turnovers. That's why.
We're gonna have a Mike Vrabel dialogue soon.
One of them on the fucking half-yard line going into the end zone by a guy that's been fumbling for 3 fucking years.
Did you see Mike Vrabel's comments? There'll be no discipline, and it's a normal workload this week for him.
He's gonna play.
We have to have that. Has to be a discussion of Mike Vrabel at some point. He's not Derrick Henry, Mike Vrabel. You don't have Derrick Henry back there. Derrick Henry can fumble 3 straight weeks like he has because he's Derrick Henry. No one cares.
I think
you know what I mean, though. If you're Derrick Henry and you fumble like that, okay, whatever. You'll deal with it.
Yeah.
You're not Derrick Henry or Ramondre Stevenson.
No, but he was coming off arguably his best game in like 2 years.
It's horrific how much he fumbles. He doesn't fumble once every 3 games. He fumbles every fucking game and multiple times in a game.
Yeah, it's bad.
And scoring a touchdown in one of them.
It's been a problem for 3 seasons. It's been a problem.
It was only not his rookie year. The last 3 years after that has been awful.
Yeah, it's been a significant problem. And then you actually discipline him and you take him out and you put Gibson in there, who's been good. You put Gibson in there and he fumbles at the first fucking play. And so and again, I know I've been barking up this tree since the beginning of the season. I think now Henderson should get.
Did he like call Mike Vrabel's kid a bitch or something? Like, why does he not? What did he do?
I don't know.
Is this like a Bill Belichick thing of he just hates rookies?
I don't know.
And only plays them if he has to?
You spent the 4th pick overall in the 2nd round for him, so I feel like you should be using him because you could have. This team is, again, I would say the difference between last year and this year is they are still, even with 5 turnovers, they had the ball at the end of the game to go tie the game if they could.
And if Armandre didn't fumble, that's the game-winning drive instead of the game-tying drive at the end.
We could have won that game by 2 touchdowns if they would.
Oh, easy.
The Steelers stunk.
Rodgers
made 2 excellent, really good throws.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To the one to DK Metcalf and the back corner one to whoever caught that one. Those were 2 premier Aaron Rodgers. Was it? Yes, that was it. KS. So those were 2 prototypical Aaron Rodgers throws.
He still will have a couple of those every game because he's Aaron Rodgers. So.
Yeah. But
he did nothing the rest of the game.
No. And the defense played well for the most part. They played above average. Milton Williams
we tackled.
Was good again.
That was nice to see. They started tackling a little bit. That was good.
So that was good. This was strictly not. If you lose the turnover battle, you're most likely not going to win
it was
the football
1-0.
game. Yeah, 5 turnovers is inexcusable, and the fact that we had 5 turnovers and could tie the game still tells you how much of a fucking gift that was to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
But does that weird and you're gonna say no because you're just like that, whatever, and fair enough, by the way. Did that game weirdly make you feel better about the team? Only in terms of in a way, because they can do that and still have a chance to win the game.
No, because I don't think you can do that to every team. I think the Steelers aren't great.
But they didn't even come close to stopping the Patriots on any drive. They walked down the field every single drive.
The Steelers' defense sucks this year, though.
But my point is, though, like, if you turn the ball over 5 times last year, you lose that game 34-6.
Well, they're significantly more talented than they were last year.
That's what I'm saying. It weirdly makes it not better. I'm happy about it, but like better as in like, you can see the ceiling. And if you if you have 5 turnovers and you can still win the game, that means your ceiling is significantly higher than it was.
Yeah, I agree. But again, to me, they are competitive in these games. These games, like you said, they would have lost by 20 points last year. All 3 of these games. They could be 3-0, but they also could be 0-3.
They could easily be 2-1 at the very least.
Yeah, but but if things go the right way in every one of these games, they could be here 3-0. They could be 0-3. Like, they're 1-2. They should be 2-1.
Yeah.
Yep. I think the Raiders just kind of whooped us. That was just a bad game all the way around.
They just didn't seem ready.
Yeah, but they should be 2-1.
Yes.
And now we have the 1-2 Panthers coming in who are coming off a 30-0 shutout
win. What the hell was that?
Against the Falcons out of nowhere. So it's like, okay, listen, CJ, if we lose this game, next week, you are apologizing to me for giving me so much shit about how I felt about this.
I will not, because you refuse to apologize to me if Drake May keeps balling out.
I just said this last 2 games have been great.
No, but you said you won't apologize to me, so I'm not going to apologize to you.
But why would I apologize to you?
Because you said he sucks.
That's not true.
And you also said Will Campbell wouldn't. I said by the end of the year he's going to be a top 5 left tackle in the league at a minimum. He's a top 7 tackle on either tackle right now.
Yeah, and look if he continues playing this way, I will gladly be wrong there. I thought Will Campbell was going to be good, but I didn't think he was going to be top tackle in the league immediately.
This fucking arm shit can die now.
Well,
the arm conversation can fuck off.
But I wasn't on that bandwagon with that either.
But it is just, if you're fucking that good, you're that good.
Yeah, and look again, it's 3 games.
Okay. But he's great pass rushers.
But he's been very good.
I don't care about the rest of the team. And all he has to worry about is the pass rush. He doesn't have to worry about the corner and the safety and the.
Yeah, no, I don't care. But yeah, he's been very good. Again, the last 2 games have shown me that Drake May can move the ball down the field. He can lead the offense. Yep. He's running smartly. He's getting down. He's not taking contact. My thing is, they need to move Steph Diggs to the slot. Yes. I want Steph Diggs in the slot. I want them throwing Steph Diggs more. I need him on the field more than 48% of the fucking time.
Demario Douglas needs to be released from the team.
Let's relax. But he needs to play
JPJ,
less. He
I'm
needs to
not
play
kidding.
less.
If I'm in that situation and I'm getting the first down. All he had to do was fall backwards. That's it. Yes.
He actually moved backwards.
I meant no, because he caught it like this. He could have fell back and got the first down. I mean,
yeah. All he had to do
what
was
the
go
fuck
like
is he doing?
He could have went like this.
What is his thought process there?
I don't know if there's much.
He sucks. He might be bad.
Yeah, he might be bad.
I think we were sold the bill. I think it was. It just showed how.
He was the best
exactly
of the bad.
It just shows you how awful the team was that year. More than he was good.
Where is Efton Chisholm? Why did we keep him if he's not going to get on the field?
He's a healthy scratch every week.
Yeah, why?
There's no way he can be worse than Demario Douglas right now, right? Like it's physically impossible.
I mean,
hey, Kyle Williams got a couple touches last week. I like that.
I like Mac Hollins. I thought he was fine when they used him.
Mac Hollins, I love. Like he is like he'll catch it and tell you to go fuck yourself right after. I love that.
Yeah, he talks shit. I like that. Every time Drake May throws the ball to Steph Diggs catches it. Every time. So why are we not throwing it to Steph Diggs? Why is he only on the field for 50%? He looks fine. Get him out there.
I do think it's just a ramp-up thing. I think it will happen more, personally.
He needs to move inside to the slot. I want to see Efton Chisholm out there. The tight ends, both of them. Henry's great. But Henry's great. Hooper, I think, is a great little backup.
He's the perfect tight end, too.
Yep. I like both the tight ends.
The line looks pretty good.
The line has been good. The running backs need to hold on to the fucking ball.
But they are balling when they don't fumble. Like just stats wise and stuff, they are balling out the running backs.
Yes. So again, I'm seeing pieces where it's like, okay,
now just stop being stupid.
Exactly. And that part of it hasn't left them yet.
But the good part is the quarterback has only done one stupid thing at least in 3 games, which is good.
Yeah. It was bad though. What are you trying to do? You're trying to pitch what the fuck are you doing?
I think that was
throw it away.
What I said his problem was last year is he knew how bad the team was, so he just tried to do too much. I think he saw, okay, no one can hold the ball on my team. I'm going to try to do too much. I think that's probably what happened.
Brutal.
Yeah, just go down, dude. Lose the 5 yards. Move on.
We haven't won. We're 0-2 at home to start the year. We're at home again. The Panthers are coming in. They're not going to have Tet McMillan, it looks like, or he'll be limited. I don't think they're going to have Leggett either, or
he's out.
He's already out.
Chuba Hubbard is maybe not going to play.
They are a depleted team, and I get it.
Even if they're fully healthy, we should beat them. Never mind while being depleted.
I agree, but in my opinion, we should have beat the Raiders as well.
I'm not saying we are going to beat them. I'm saying we should beat them.
This is a game that we should win and win comfortably.
Yes. -6 right now, I believe.
Yes. We should win comfortably, and if we do not, trouble is afoot.
Yes. Speaking of trouble is afoot, what's going on with the second best cornerback in the NFL?
Who's that?
I don't know. I've never seen him play football for the New England Patriots. I think he wears number 0, if I remember correctly.
Oh, the cornerback you said.
Corner. Yeah, I don't know his name. I haven't seen him play football.
Oh yeah. I've been fishy on this for a couple weeks now, so I think there's more to it. I don't know what it could be. I don't think the camps are like any. I think there's some sort of.
Could this be a Gronk situation where his family and him thinks he should come back at a certain date and the team doesn't?
I think that he got his own. I think there was something like now. Albert Breer came out and said that he heard that there was no. So there was a report that there was a setback. Sometime in the Minnesota preseason stuff where he came back. Practice. Yes, and there was supposedly a setback, and that is why it's taken longer than I think the team and everybody was expecting. But Albert Breer came out this week on the radio and said that there was no setback, which means that since the first day of camp 7.5 weeks ago, he tweaked his hamstring or strained it or whatever he did.
Mm-hmm.
And he has not. That is too long for a hamstring injury.
I don't know what the hell's going on. It sounds like he's probably going to play, though.
On a snap count, I would feel to gear up for Buffalo next week.
And if they don't have Tet or Leggett, he doesn't need to guard anybody. Really.
No, and
they don't have Jalen Coker either.
Yeah, so
who the fuck is the receiver?
I don't know.
Let's see. I genuinely don't know.
Hunter Renfrow, bro.
Oh God, I think I can cover him at this point.
They brought him back, Hunter Renfrow. I think it's going to be Hunter Renfrow.
He's horrendous.
He got me double-digit fantasy points a couple weeks ago because I brought him back and he caught like 10 balls.
So they're providing Tet and Leggett are out. If you go to their depth chart and Jalen Coker's on IR, their wide receiver one would be Hunter Renfrow. 2 would be Jimmy Horn Jr., rookie from Colorado, and 3 would be Bryson Tremaine.
Wow, what a time!
He's a great player, Bryson Tremaine.
I bet. Never heard of him.
He's a undrafted free agent rookie from Stanford.
There we go. Smart.
He's 6'5".
Smart. Tight end.
No, he's a receiver.
Wow.
He's 25. Right. He's a 25-year-old rookie.
Well, because he went to Stanford. He's probably a fucking doctor.
That's true.
You know?
Oh, by the way, there's rookie tight end, second round pick from last year. Excuse me, Jatavian Sanders out.
Yeah, we should win this game by 2
touchdowns. It'll be Tommy Tremble starting at tight end.
We should win this game by 2 touchdowns.
They're starting right guard Robert Hunt, big free agent acquisition last year, out.
Again, we should win this game by 2 touchdowns.
It might be 4 touchdowns.
I'm picking the Patriots in this one.
Oh, spoiler.
Well, we're picking the games, aren't we?
Yeah, I didn't have the Patriots first this week though.
You have
only because there's a Dublin game, so that's what's first on my list.
Yeah. So
it's 8 a.m.
Yeah, last night the Thursday night game was division rivals Seahawks and Cardinals. Cardinals had a nice little comeback in the fourth quarter to tie the game. At the end of it, Kyler Murray found the backup running back there, DeMarcado, I believe is his name.
Yeah, Murray DeMarcado.
And he scored a touchdown on a screen pass. Exciting stuff. And then our former idiot kicker, Chad Ryland, was trying to squib it.
He's not someone else's idiot kicker.
Last year, he had a great year, though, for them. Like, he was like almost a Pro Bowl kicker. What the hell? But he tried to squib it, and he did not land it in the landing zone, which put the Seahawks on the 40-yard line.
Shout out to Andre Borregales, did the same thing in Miami.
Yep. Which put him on the 40-yard line. And Sam Darnold made a wonderful throw to JSN, and he got him in field goal range, and their field goal kicker hit a 52 or 53-yarder or something to win the game in the last seconds. The Seahawks are 3-1. They look like they might be a good football team. Darnold, here's my thing. When it comes to Sam Darnold.
Seeing ghosts.
I think that Sam Darnold overall deserves more respect than he gets. He's having a good year, but again, I'm never going to believe that he's not going to turn into that Sam Darnold at some point. I'm never going to not believe it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? With that being said, the Seahawks defense is real good. The Seahawks defense is real good. Their running back tandem is real good with Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet. Kenneth Walker is a fucking beast. He had a stupid-ass penalty in this game that was ridiculous.
Yes.
But he's a fucking monster, Kenneth Walker. He is very good. And Charbonnet, when he made a move, it ended up getting called back.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When that bounce out that he made, holy shit. I was like,
that was like one of those moves, like, if that happened to me in Madden, I'd be like, this game's bullshit.
I would turn off that quick.
Yeah, like, this is bullshit.
I'd be like, fuck this game. I'm not playing that
right,
game.
Exactly.
It was that good a move. They could be good. They could be. I think at the end of the year, the NFC West might. I know the NFC North is really, really good. The NFC West, I think, has 4 pretty good football teams in that division. We're going to talk about one of them in a terrible loss shortly, but I picked the Seahawks. CJ picked the Cardinals. So we're heading into picking the games now. I'm 1-0. He's 0-1. I think that's the second straight week it's worked.
I've lost 3 straight Thursday. I won the Eagles week against the Cowboys week 1 and lost the next 3.
Beauty.
No, that's not a beauty. Well, real quick. Yeah, records. You want to talk about records? I don't. But, I went 6-10 last week, JPJ.
Yeah, it's bad.
You went 9-7, which isn't great, but it looks amazing compared to 6-10.
Yeah, 6-10 is rough, bro.
Yeah. So you got the Pats, right?
I'm taking the Pats.
Okay. Dublin, Ireland. Vikings, Steelers. What do you got? Shout out to Dublin, by the way.
Yeah. Minnesota's favored by 2.5 here.
Don't know why.
What do you mean?
Yes. Okay. They had a defensive player scored 3 touchdowns by himself. I'm going out on a limb. That'll be my lock bet. The Vikings do not have a player with 3 defensive touchdowns this week.
I would agree. However, with that being said, I'm taking the Vikings.
Okay.
I
will not.
We sat here and we talked last week because we were like, Carson Wentz, this is trash. And I said, yes.
He didn't play good, by the way.
He didn't, but he didn't make any mistakes. And I think that roster is so good and well coached on both sides of the football that if you have a guy back there that just doesn't make mistakes and does what he needs, they're going to win most of those games. They're very good. And he can't play worse than what J.J. McCarthy did last time we saw him.
Yeah, no.
I mean, so I think they're the better team. I think if Wentz plays not great, but if he plays mistake-free, managing the game, I think they're the better team. I think they're going to win. It's on a neutral site, even though the Steelers are technically the home team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Minnesota. I think Kevin O'Connell is a far better coach than Mike Tomlin at this point.
Oh, yeah, I don't think that's arguable. Yep. I'm taking the Steelers just because of the Carson Wentz factor, to be honest with you.
That's fair.
And then another game where we just got some news right before we record. I don't know if you saw it because you were at work. Jaden Daniels has been ruled out. So that line has gone from -4.5 Washington to -2.5 Atlanta. Just like that. 7-point swing.
That's about right.
Commanders, Falcons in Atlanta. What do you got?
Well, the Commanders whooped ass with Marcus Mariota last week. Just whooped ass.
And, oh, my God, Michael Penix might be the worst quarterback I've ever seen play football.
What happened in that game with the Falcons?
That has to just be one of those, like, us in Kansas City that year, right? Like, you just wipe it off and don't care about it.
Do you know how rare it is in today's NFL that a team gets shut out?
And by, like, one of the worst teams in the league, arguably?
Nobody gets shut out anymore.
By the Panthers?
That was unbelievable that happened.
I don't know what the hell I saw. This
feels like a bounce-back game for the Falcons to me. At home, Mariota on the road.
They did, D'Amico Ryans. What the hell's their head coach's name? Raheem Morris.
The old Tampa guy.
He came out and said Michael Penix is in no danger of losing his job, by the way, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, I don't think he should for one really terrible
game. Kirk Cousins did come in for the end of the game that week, last week.
I'm going to take the Commanders, again, I'm going to take the Falcons at home as kind of a bounce-back game. I think both teams end up 2-2 after this weekend.
No Bill and no Terry McLaurin as well.
Terry McLaurin's officially – Bill!
No Bill and no Terry McLaurin.
What the fuck happened to Bill?
I don't know. I'm very upset about it. Or he's doubtful at least, so I guess technically he could. But
damn it. I like Bill.
We're the number one Bill Krosky Merit podcast here.
Oh, love Bill.
I'm going with the Falcons. I know Jaden Daniels is one thing, but like, I mean, you're literally your three best offensive players are not playing.
Yeah.
And you're going to have, again, I don't know if they're great, but a very pissed off Falcons team.
Yeah.
You would hope
if they don't show up again after being embarrassed like that, then they're done. They're out.
Correct.
We can cross them off the list.
We need to talk about the coach too. You need to talk about a lot of things at that point if they just come out dead again.
Yeah, agreed.
I know you usually lead here, but we'll just skip this one here. Bills Saints, let's in Buffalo -15.5.
I take the Saints with the points.
I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't be. Yeah, it's true. That's
you wouldn't feel good about taking them with the points.
No. I just do it to do it.
But straight up picks, please. I mean,
the Bills should win this game by 30.
This would be a significantly bigger upset even than the Browns beating the Packers last week.
We're going to talk about the Browns next, I think.
Yes.
I think there's a chance that Josh Allen doesn't have to play in the second half of this football game.
He might not have to play in the football game.
Yeah. I truly believe by halftime that this game could be wrapped up, good to go.
This will be a college Ohio State versus McNeese State game where nobody that you even know plays the second half.
Do we think the Saints win a game this year?
I wouldn't bet on it.
Just one game.
They'll probably beat like a Panthers just because that happens in the division.
My God.
Or whoever they play week 17 might not need to play.
I don't even know if they would win that.
But they'll have a couple of opportunities, I think.
Yeah. This is the Bills all day, dude.
But speaking of upset, the biggest upset of the season so far, the Browns beating the Packers last week.
Incredible.
The Browns have another game like that at Detroit, -10.5 Detroit, JPJ. This is an easy one, huh?
This is an easy one.
This bullshit.
No. Listen, what a win by the Browns. I'm going to give that. You give that to him. What a win by the Browns.
Joe Flacco fucking fights, man.
He does. And we were talking, obviously not on air on Monday night. I think I underestimated the Lions a bit. That was a kick-ass game they had in Baltimore on Monday.
It was just so egregiously bad against the Packers week one that you had to be a little concerned. Yeah. But that looked like a Packers were just smelling their own shit because the Micah Parsons trade, so they just balled out.
Yeah, that game on Monday night was super impressive to me. The way they ran the football down Baltimore's throat.
Oh, my God.
Montgomery, Gibbs is the better but Montgomery was a fucking monster in that game. Gibbs is Gibbs. When they're rolling, Goff is, again.
Monroe scored a touchdown, I think, in 191 straight games.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, their defense, again, it ended up being 38-30 on Monday in Baltimore, but that was more spread. That was a late touchdown by Baltimore. That was more spread out. And we'll get to Baltimore and we'll talk about them when we get to them. But that was an impressive game. And you could, the way that Dan Campbell was walking off the field with the smile on his face, I think he in his mind was like, yeah, maybe that'll shut us up a little bit. Maybe that shuts some fucking people up about my team and me. Still a long way to go, but that was very impressive to me. This is a no-brainer. I think the Lions should win easily. Yeah, I apologize that I underestimated them a smidge.
Yeah, I agree. A game that was not interesting at all, but now it could be a little bit. Jackson Dart will get the start for the New York Giants as they host the 3-0 Chargers.
Early for Dart.
Russell Wilson is fucking. This has to be the year he stops getting signed, right? No way.
Brutal. Yeah, I would think.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying. I think this is earlier than the Giants wanted this.
Yeah,
to be.
No, it is. Brian Daboll was like, I might get fired.
Yeah. At this point, that's what you have to. You have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
What if? Again, I know you know Dart from the college, and he goes to Ole Miss, so you automatically hate him. Well,
he started at USC. I thought he stunk at USC.
Yeah.
He can't be worse than Russell Wilson. So that's what I'm saying.
You don't know until you know. You don't know.
You don't know he stinks. You know Russell Wilson stinks.
Exactly. I do think it's a hard matchup to throw him in there.
Yeah, he's not.
Chargers,
They're not
who might look like the best team in the fucking AFC. Yeah. On the road, I get it. I do think the Giants will have some energy behind Dart to start the game. Like usually that will happen with the young quarterback in there. I could see Dart even having a pretty decent game, maybe. But the Chargers should win this game. Herbert, to me, he's been a top.
Couldn't you see this being like the Patriots Texans last year and Drake May's first start? He throws a couple dimes, like, oh shit, but they still get their ass kicked.
Yeah, that could happen. The Giants are not good. They're 0-3. The Chargers are very good, I think. Herbert's been a beast, arguably the best the best quarterback in the league. The Chargers are going to take this. I'm taking the Chargers.
Yep. And then some were saying a game we'll talk about is game of the week. This might be game of the week. Unfortunately, though, Mike Evans will not be part of it.
But Chris Godwin potentially is coming back, correct?
And Ibuka is healthy now too.
Yeah. This game, I cannot fucking wait for this game.
3-0 Bucks, 3-0 Eagles. Fuck Mike Evans. Give me Baker.
Oh, I'm taking the Bucks all day, dude.
Not like Mike Evans, like I'm,
No. If Mike Evans if they had all three of those guys, I think they could run away with it.
Yes. The Eagles should have lost last week, by the way.
I cannot believe they won that game.
The Rams just cannot. They're not allowed to play in the state of Pennsylvania anymore. They just don't know how to handle themselves.
I cannot believe that they came back and won that game. Listen, I picked the Buccaneers to go to the NFC Championship.
You did.
I saw this happening. I believe in Baker Mayfield. I did not know Ibuka would be this fucking good. Mm-hmm. But he has been excellent. I know it's going to be a few weeks, but I hope everyone stays healthy so we can see the three of them on the field for Baker. I think Baker has an outside chance to be the MVP of the fucking league.
Yeah.
You know how we feel. You said we were the biggest pro Bill Krosky. We are also very high up on the positive Baker Mayfield podcasts. We fucking love Baker Mayfield. I am taking the Buccaneers 4-0, baby.
Talking about great quarterbacks. Is CJ Stroud a bad football player?
What the fuck? He had one of the greatest rookie seasons of all time. Mm-hmm. And he has been average to bad since. And I know Mixon's not there, but what the hell?
Nico Collins is healthy. They have the two rookies they draft. Like their receiving core is healthy other than Tank Dell, obviously.
What is going on?
They brought in what was the tight end from the Cowboys? Dalton Schultz. They have now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. It's bad.
I'm gonna take them. They're playing the Titans, by the way.
Yes.
At home, so eventually they're gonna get a win, and this seems like a good get right spot. Yeah, Cam Ward might also stink. I know you like it, and I like his attitude. He actually might stink. Just playing football wise.
I think that coach is Mike McDaniel was the guy that I bet on. I think this coach could be the first coach fired. It's not going well. It's not going well over there.
No, they are firmly in contention to have the first pick back-to-back years.
It's them and the Saints. Do they play each other?
Yeah. Let me see. I hope they should put that on Sunday Night Football for the first pick.
I would. Oh shit.
Oh my God, JPJ. They play week 17.
Flex that shit. That should be the Monday night football game.
And by the way, I don't care what the record.
0-16 versus 0-16.
I don't care what the records are. The loser should get the first. The winner should get the first pick. Switch it up.
That is going to be 0-16 versus 0-16. I think
they should flex it to week 18 instead of 17, and then the winner gets the first pick. It's fucking up. Lou agrees. That's why he was so adamant with the thing we just said that he walked right in.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. My microphone thing went flickered when he jumped up. I was like, God damn.
Right. But yeah, I'm going with the Texans just by default. I don't feel good about the Texans. But.
Yeah, I am as well. But I think that, man, I did not see the Texans dropping off like this. This is unbelievable.
This game stinks out loud.
Yes, brutal.
The surprise team in the league, the Indianapolis Colts 3-0 against the LA Rams in the city of Angels, JPJ, 3.5 to the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. They're pissed off and embarrassed after what happened last week. The Colts, I think, are better, obviously, than we thought, but I still think Water will find its level a little bit here, and they'll probably lose like 2 out of the next 3 or something like that. And I think it starts with the Rams.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. I'm taking the Rams as well. Yeah, this is we're going to come out and blow doors because we're embarrassed about blowing that lead. And I do think the Colts traveling out west, I do think this could be I think the Colts are better. I think they are good. I think they are better than we thought.
Yes.
But yeah, no, this is the Rams kind of getting back on track because I do still think the Rams are one of the better teams in the NFC.
And I do think the Colts can get blown out here, but it also doesn't mean they're ass. I think it's just like it's more of like, all right, Rams are like, okay, fuck you guys. I
agree.
Another game that kind of stinks just because the records don't stink, but like just
the Jaguars stink.
They might be the worst 2-1 team I've ever seen. They play at the 3-0 Niners. It looks like Brock Purdy will be back, unfortunately. Mac Jones
2-0, baby.
He's undefeated, best quarterback in the league, obviously. But it looks like Purdy's back. Pearsall and Jennings might both not be back, and Ayuk apparently had a setback in his recovery, so he might be out even the whole season, they're saying.
Wow, really?
So there's a chance they're without all of their receivers. But Kittle, McCaffrey, what else do you need against the Jaguars? It'd be nice if Brian Thomas Jr. was on the field.
Well, they actually threw it to him last week, which was a nice little change.
It was. But like if we could maybe get that going a little bit more.
Yeah,
I'm going with the Niners. I think Trevor Lawrence, he stinks. And he's not he has 600 yards and 4 picks right now.
Yep.
Not good. Give me the Niners.
Yep. The Jaguars stink. I don't believe in them. 2-1 be damned. Niners win. They are still remaining undefeated for me as well. And then this game, baby.
Oh my! Someone's going to be 1-3 after this game.
One of these two teams is going to be 1-3. It's going to be the Ravens.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh.
The Kansas City Chiefs will lose this game.
Okay.
My Super Bowl champions will be winning this game. The Baltimore, other than the Patriots, of course, after what I've seen out drink me, we will now be winning the Super Bowl. But it is nice that Lamar Jackson has a receiver he can throw. Zay Flowers is over 200 yards receiving, which is nice.
I love Zay Flowers. Boston College, baby.
Yes, absolutely.
He was the guy I wanted the Patriots to take.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Fucking
we don't draft receivers. And when we do maybe the worst first-round receiver you've ever seen in N'Keal Harry, who wasn't in the league after 3 years. And then by the way, he's switched to tight end for the Vikings. And then
I was going to say he's tight end in the new Madden league, in the new Madden game. So
yeah. No, I think the Ravens bounce back here. I just don't think I think this is the reset year for the Chiefs where they not bottom out like 5 wins, but they go like 10-7 or so, and they're the 6 or 7 seed. That type of year.
Good to see Tyquan Thornton becoming Mahomes' favorite fucking target now. That's good. Couldn't catch him. Couldn't do anything in our offense.
By the way.
Yeah. Here's my thing, and I'll ask you this. Because I know you picked the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl and win it. Mm-hmm. So at what point do the Ravens have to at what point do we stop picking the Ravens to win big games when they never win big games?
After this game? Because I think this will be it for me. Because I don't think the Chiefs are good this year.
That's fine. I
don't think they're not good. You know how they used to be like the Patriots aren't good for the Patriots, but they're still better than everybody else. I don't think the Chiefs are good for the Chiefs, but I also just don't think they're that good in general.
But they don't have their top 2. Was Worthy coming back in this game?
Worthy and Brown, I think, are both playing.
But they obviously don't have. Rice comes back later on this year.
He comes out week 8.
Yeah, so they still don't have their top receiving target. Worthy obviously is better.
Well, either way, regardless of what it is, the Ravens are playing them now, so that's all I can go off of.
Yeah,
I don't think they're good right now anyway.
That's fair. I'm going to pick the Chiefs because they're at home coming off a win. I'm already past. And again, this is not a Lamar thing at all. Lamar is fucking amazing.
He has 11 total touchdowns, 9 passing, no interceptions.
He's probably right now. He's the MVP of the league, in my opinion. But 1 and 2 is 1 and 2, though. But to me, I've kind of already gotten past the I need to see you kind of win big games now before I start picking you again in big games.
Sure.
Even though I have them in the AFC, I actually have them going into Kansas City in the playoffs and winning this game to get to the AFC Championship. I can't imagine one of these teams being 1 and 3. That is crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick with the Chiefs. They're at home. I do think it's a pick 'em as close as it can be. But I'm going to go Chiefs here.
Yep. I know. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs won, obviously. Battle of the ass here. Although they looked good last week, I think that's more of a who they played, to be honest with you, defensively. Caleb Williams, who apparently is the best quarterback in the league now because he had one decent game against the statistical worst defense in the NFL last week, against the Las Vegas Raiders. And this shows you how much that shit was a fluke even Vegas believes because they're favored by 2 points.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still going with the Bears, though.
I was literally just going to say I'm still going with the Bears.
Yeah. Last week did not change my opinion on Caleb Williams.
No. He was give him. He was good. He was good in that game.
Yeah.
You got to give him
I
credit.
would love to see
too,
Drake May against that Cowboys defense.
I still don't think he's a long-term thing. Now, again, if all of a sudden he strings 4 or 5 games in a row where it looks like that, I will change my
Absolutely.
But that until I see that one thing I will say is Rome Odunze is a fucking monster.
Yes.
But other than that, it was a good win for the Bears. They definitely needed it. We both picked them last week. Wait, did you? You went 6-10. Did you pick him?
I picked him.
Yeah, we both picked him last week. We
didn't need to bring that up again.
Sorry, well, I did because
that's kind of fucked up.
Well, no, sorry, it's all right. But yes, I'm sticking with the Bears.
Speaking of the defense he tore up, the worst defense in the NFL statistically, the Dallas Cowboys host the Green Bay Packers coming off an absolutely embarrassing loss against the Cleveland Browns. Ooh. Between that, Micah's homecoming, the Packers getting their ass kicked by the Browns, even though they only lost by 3. If you lose to the Browns, you got your ass kicked. Give me the Cowboys, JPJ.
I was going to say, do you think is Micah going to have 9 sacks in this game? He's just going to ruin Dak Prescott's sack.
I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys to win this game.
Are you?
Yep. Give me the Dallas Cowboys. I'll be in a house full of Cowboys fans watching.
I don't hate that pick at all. I actually think Dallas is not their defense.
They feel like the team that will win the games they're not supposed to.
Yeah. Oof. This one is the toughest one to pick for me, I feel like.
I think my Jordan Love stinks agenda took a great hype up yet last week. I think that loss isn't necessarily as fluky as people think it is.
Okay. That's fair. With that being said, I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. I also need to make ground on you.
Is
this the worst game in the history of the NFL?
This is 0-3 versus 0-3. Garbage.
It's every week Tua says something. He said to Cam Newton, who said he was bad or struggling or whatever, he said anybody can come off the street unless you come on and try to do it on the field. Cam Newton won an MVP and a national championship, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
This isn't me and you he's talking to.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck are you talking about? And he took the Carolina Panthers to a 15-1 record in the Super Bowl and lost to the 3rd best quarterback of all time.
Yep. I don't know, man.
Give me the Jets. Fuck Tua. This is a pure fuck Tua pick.
Yeah.
Justin Fields is back, by the way. He's clear concussion protocol. He will be starting.
Beauty. I just made a trade for Garrett Wilson in my my dynasty fantasy league. I gave away 2 future first-round picks for him.
Huh? That won't mean shit if you're good.
Yeah. But I'm taking the Jets as well.
I think the Dolphins win the game. But fuck Tua. I'm never picking the Dolphins.
I'm never picking the Dolphins because I just think they're terrible. They did show good effort in the Thursday night game against Buffalo, though. They saved
it's not like the Jets are good. Yeah.
If the Dolphins lose by 20 or 30 in that game, McDaniel doesn't make it through the weekend. They saved his job for a week.
They should have. They should have lost on purpose.
I know. But, yeah, no, I'm taking the Jets. I think there's more talent on the Jets side. So.
Yep. And And then finally, our second, because it's 2 Monday night games, that is the early Monday night game, 7 o'clock Eastern. This game at 8 o'clock Eastern.
They both suck, by the way.
Yes, Jake Browning and the 2-1 Bengals traveled to Denver, who is shockingly 1-2. They very well could be 3-0, by the way.
They've lost both games by a combined 4 points.
And games they absolutely should. They have blown. It has not been. They have blown the games. It is not the other team winning.
Yeah.
Again, this is kind of a waterfront level game, though. Give me the Broncos. That they're gonna suffocate Jake Browning on defense.
Yep. I think the exact same. This is hey, we're home on a Monday night. Our defense is still great. We are going to destroy this team. The Bengals were fucking embarrassing in Minnesota last week.
Oh, my God.
I don't think it's going to be that bad
this
week, but I do think that Denver should not struggle. Should not struggle. And if I'm the Bengals and you have a second straight game when your offense is anemic, you have to try to make a phone call or a trade to get somebody in there that can at least throw the ball up for those receivers to make. Yeah. Russell Wilson still throws a beautiful deep ball, man. That's all you need with Chase and Higgins. Like, that's all you need. Make a phone call. Do something. Kirk Cousins, somebody.
Yep.
Sorry, Lou. I don't mean to yell. But, like, you got to get somebody. You got to do it. Browning is a good backup, like he is, but he's not a good backup that can play for 3 months. He's not that type of guy, especially if they're still 2-1 for crying out loud. They're not even, this is a team that is still above 500 early on in the year. Joe Burrow's not coming back till week 15, 16, if at all. If at all. If we're getting to week 15 and these guys are 5-9, Burrow's not coming back. What's the fucking point?
No.
So you can either make it so you're competitive to the point where maybe Burrow has to come back.
Yeah.
Because those last 2 games, you can make it to the playoffs or something like that. But I don't think this is going to go well for Cincinnati. I think they're looking at 2 real bad losses right in a row.
Yep, I agree. And our bets, JPJ, we did not hit one yesterday. We were 0-6 last week.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go over on these a lot.
We're both 2 for 9, 2 out of 9 in our bets.
All right. I got my Patriots bet all good, though.
Yeah. All right, what is it?
I'm going parlay, 2-person parlay. Henderson, anytime TD score, and Steph Diggs, anytime TD score. I think they both score.
Wow. First time, huh?
I think they're both overdue. I think they both score against a not great Panthers team on Sunday.
Anytime touchdown. My first one will be Patriots. Patriots money line, so just to win outright. And Drake May 3+ total touchdowns, so that could be rushing and passing. Or receiving, I guess, technically.
I like it.
If he gets a receiving touchdown, okay, something happened. What's your second one?
My second one is I'm taking the Buccaneers money line and the over. I think that game is hitting the over. It's 44.5. I know the Eagles have a good defense, but I think that's going to end up being a high-scoring affair, kind of a shootout type thing. And I'm taking the Buccaneers money line. Can you technically make that bet, though? Are you allowed to do that? Can you take the points and the over?
Don't think so.
Because there's limits, right? So I technically can't make that bet.
That's all right.
But
it counts for us.
Yeah, that would be my thing. I would also, in his return, I'm probably going to make a real-life bet on Chris Godwin anytime TD score.
But you're not putting that on here.
Fuck it. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll add the 3. I'll do all 3 for the Bucks. Yeah.
Godwin touchdown.
If
he's a surprise inactive, I'll take him off the bet, though, obviously.
That's fine. But yeah.
Okay. My second one is Lamar and Mahomes in that game. Both get a rushing touchdown.
I like it.
Yep.
My final is I am taking the Detroit Lions. They bought me in. I'm taking the Detroit Lions with the points, 10.5 to win, plus David Montgomery anytime TD score.
Lions, what is it? -10.5 and Montgomery touchdown?
Yes.
-10.5 and Montgomery. I'm trying to type in one hand there. Touchdown. All right, my final bet will be my 2 biggest underdogs that I picked. Money line. Like Cowboys and Buccaneers combined money line.
How do you do that? You can do that?
So you can bet on both of them to win in a parlay. And one's a -4 underdog, and the other is a -6.5. -3.5, -6.5.
Cowboys and Bucks, you said?
Yep. So those are the out of my straight up picks. Those are my two biggest underdogs to just win outright. So I'm putting them in a parlay.
All right, I like it.
So Patriots money line, Drake made 3 total touchdowns for me. Lamar and Mahomes each to score a rushing touchdown. Cowboys Bucks combined money line. JPJ, Henderson and Diggs to both get their first touchdowns of the year for the Pats. Bucks money line plus over 44.5 against the Eagles, plus a Chris Godwin touchdown if he plays. And then Lions minus 10.5 and a David Montgomery touchdown.
Yep. Feel good about that.
JPJ is 34-16 and 2 for 9 on his bets. I am 30-20 with 2 for 9 on my bets. 4 games behind JP. Oh, 5 actually, because
that's a good cushion.
You're 5 because that wasn't count Thursday. You're 35-16. I'm 30-21.
Beauty.
This is not.
It's a comfortable lead. One more bad week for you, and it could be over already.
All right, fucking week 4, buddy.
I don't think I'm gonna have a week where I'm under 500, but I don't know if I'm gonna have
6 and 10
terrible weeks. Yes.
6 and 10 is absolutely horrific.
That's bad. Yeah, that's real bad.
That shows you how bad the Patriots were, by the way. 4 and 10. Xavier Worthy, by the way, just came out. He will be active on Sunday. Just came out. Rappaport.
Yeah. We'll see. I feel good about it.
Yeah.
But it should be another good week of football.
And the last weekend of the MLB regular season, both of our teams fighting for something. Ryder Cup.
Right, yeah, it's a
college
good
football.
Week. College football.
Thank you. No wrestling. Thank you. Take a week off.
Huzzah. Well, it depends on what kind of wrestling you like, because there is an NXT pay-per-view tomorrow.
You can watch that with people, I feel like.
Yeah, so that was a good segue by you saying that there was no wrestling to watch when we have things.
You know what I mean. It is what it is.
But why don't you talk a little bit more about that NXT PLE? Did I call it a takeover?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But Peggy and Josh will be taking over.
Yes.
The Hive. Watch along.
I see
Eastern?
I see what you did there. I believe it's 7.
Yep, 7 Eastern. Josh and Peggy will be watching NXT, the PLE coming up this weekend. We will be watching. I will, of course, watch it probably on a delay. I'm going to be quite honest with you, depending on what game's happening. Yeah, I'm moving and trying to watch football. It's a disaster here. Yeah. I have 6 elderly people outside. Hopefully they can't hear me. Waiting on me to start moving shit probably because they're sitting there moving stuff. I haven't stopped moving stuff, JPJ. I will not stop moving stuff. Hopefully the Blue Jays move to the top of the AL East as well. That'd be nice. But yeah, of course, Josh and Peggy, like I was saying, NXT watch along at 7 p.m. Saturday. I don't even know what day it is. Saturday. Where's that event taking place? Florida, right? Fort Lauderdale?
I believe, I think it is Florida. Let me, I'll double check. Keep talking.
Yeah, I believe it's Fort Lauderdale. But usually here on the Hive, of course, the watch alongs every week. Doesn't it feel like literally every single weekend there's a pay-per-view watch along, PLE watch along?
There basically is.
JPJ's usually on him, Josh is on him, Peggy's on him now all the time. I'm usually on him, but this weekend I wasn't for almost this exact same reason. But yeah, Stu is on. He's doing a FIFA series now, or FC, whatever you want to call it. As the game just came out, Ryan is always doing stuff with FIFA, Madden, college football. Another college football. I feel like we have a head coach here in the building, JPJ.
We do.
Let's go on with a little bit of action.
Yeah, we are in the MAC, and we are 4 wins in a row. We have at the Hive. We are 3-0 in conference in the MAC conference. We're heading on the road for the first time in a month next week for week 6. But yeah, every Friday. It hasn't been announced yet, but I think there's going to be some schedule changes happening on the Hive that Josh
will affect us
announcing.
Well.
That will affect us, but we're going to wait till that gets announced. But right now it comes out every Friday over on the YouTube, the High View. I think it's going to be moving to Sundays in the future. But I'll wait for the official announcement. But we are in week 5. It's been a lot of fun. CJ is a linebacker slash pass rusher. He's playing solid. So that's a lot of fun. Obviously the Swarm here with you. The High View's pretty, I'm not gonna lie, pretty good. Peggy leading the nation in rush.
Peggy as well, the Substack. Her brain, Mike, Josh is, we always say dabbling, but then he's just like full time on there now. Yeah, so they're always dropping stuff. Your boy Pluggo dropping his picks every Friday. Thank you for picking LSU. Finally woke up. Picked against us against Clemson. Finally came over to the good side. But yeah, that's what we got going on here at the Hive.
Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff.
And if I'm moving, JPJ, right, it's a very tiring process.
Mhm.
You have anything that could help me through the weekend here?
Yeah, and hopefully you actually do, and you've reached out to our pals, W
Yes.
Energy, as you can see below us. If you are planning a move or having to move,
Hopefully you're not.
No, or you got to stay up to study for your test, or just get through
You
the
want to
work
do the
week.
new MLB The Show grinding that we're going to do as soon as this
the
broadcast
MLB
ends.
grind that comes out once
Yes.
every Friday. Go check out our pals at W Energy, the cleanest energy you can find. There's no sugars, no jitters. It's just all straight up clean energy. If you head on over to w.gg, you type in that code, the Hive, all one word, you will get 10% off your order. So go check out our pals at W Energy. That's w.gg, code word, the Hive, all one word for 10% off your future order. Follow him, CJF Writes. Follow me, JPJ Loves Gaming. We will see you all back to 2 shows again next week. But be on the lookout for some announcements coming up here in the next little bit about scheduling changes and things like that. But we will be back to 2 shows next week. Thank you all for watching. For CJ, for myself, till further, peace out.